A conference finale for both teams. The Kaneland Knights at 5-2, playoff eligible, and the Cavaliers at 2-5, looking to play spoiler. Joining me tonight is Derek Brayton. And Derek, you know, sometimes you can take some momentum, even though it's a loss. And we'll hear from Coach J.J. Raffleson coming up. I think we both left, and I think a lot of LP players and fans and coaches left last week's game with Sycamore with a bit of momentum and feeling pretty good. You know, LP outplayed Sycamore in that second half. Coach J.J. Raffleson is always about playing a full four quarters, and hopefully they can tonight. But there was a lot of positives to take away last week against a very good Sycamore team, and we got another very good team tonight in Kaneland.
Yeah, there were a lot of positives from last week. Defense threw a shutout in the second half. That's pretty rare against anybody that the other team doesn't score, and particularly a team as good as Sycamore. And then the offense, they put up another 14 points to make it a close game and had a chance. They're in a little bit of a hole tonight. A little bit different story. Kaneland's a little bit more battle tested. They've got 5 wins and some good losses too, and it'll be a tough task for LP for sure. But I think you're right. I think they've got to look at the positives from last week, in particular second half, and hopefully they can continue that here tonight.
Kaneland beat the Cavaliers last year 38-0. They're rated 10th in the latest Class 5A Associated Press poll. They come in averaging 36 points a game, so obviously they can score with the best of them, and they give up about 19 points per game. Kaneland 5-2 and 2-2 in the conference, as they have lost to Morris, and then they had a loss last week to Rochelle. Other Interstate 8 games tonight. Morris, who is unbeaten, is hosting Sycamore, and Rochelle is hosting Ottawa. Some other games in our area, and we'll try to get you scores throughout the night with our Subway scoreboard update on 99.3 WAJK. Princeton's at Aledo, taking on Mercer County. On 96.5 The Wolf, it is Hall in Port Byron, right along the Mississippi River, taking on Riverdale. At the Academy tonight, you got St. Bede hosting Peoria Notre Dame. Mendota's at Erie Prophetstown. Marquette home to Knoxville. Streeter hosting Dixon. Seneca home to St. Joe Ogden. There's your pretty good program. Bureau Valley's at Hamilton. GCMS, Gibson City, Melvin Sibley hosting Fieldcrest, and an 8-man football, it's Amboy Lamoille hosting West Prairie. Pretty high-scoring freshman-sophomore game here tonight. It was really a one-score game for most of the first half. Kaneland pulled away a little bit in the end in the second half and beat the LP freshman-sophomore team by a score of 41-22. Jeremy Aiken, Derek Brayton, you're listening to the Triple Service pregame show. Triple Service Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. If you're thinking about a new furnace, the experts at Triple Service will help you pregame a plan that's just right for your home and budget. And tonight's game is presented by Grazer's Plumbing and Heating. Their team is on the field 24/7. Try going a day without seeing the red vehicles. Find out more at grazerheatingplumbing.com. We're going to take a break here in a few seconds. We'll come back. We'll continue our pregame show. When we come back, we'll have our keys to the game, our coin toss, and game time weather. Another beautiful night for LP Cavalier football. LP and Kaneland coming up on 103.9 WLPO.
Do you hate your boss? Working for a boss that cares more about the bottom line than he does you sucks. Needing a positive career change, more money? Then give me a call at Triple Service today. 815-539-3828. We are currently on the lookout for Rockstar HVAC and plumbing technicians. Work in a family atmosphere, more importantly, feel pride in knowing that your talents are appreciated. Again, Triple Service, 539-3828. Check us out on Facebook.
70 years of serving our members, and we invite you to be one. Hi, this is Steve Piano from Illinois Valley Credit Union. IVCU was established in 1955 to help the employees of Marquette Cement Company. 7 years later, IVCU is here to help anyone living, working, and worshiping in LaSalle, Bureau, or Putnam counties. IVCU probably serves over 4,000 loyal members, and you can be one too. Checking and savings accounts, credit cards, auto and personal loans, and more. Stop by IVCU in Peru or Princeton, or visit our website, ivcu.com. Celebrating 70 years of serving Illinois Valley. IVCU. You are who we are. Member NCUA.
These are a couple of great teams, but the real super groups like AC/DC, Def Leppard, and Journey play after the game. 103.9 WLPO. Star Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Jeremy Aiken, Derek Brayton back as we continue our triple service pregame show. Time now for our WeTech Wealth Management coin toss. WeTech Wealth Management in LaSalle. Don't leave your financial future up in the air. Contact the pros at WeTech Wealth Management in LaSalle for sound investing and financial advice. I'm pretty sure I saw Kaneland won the toss and chose to defer, but we'll know for certain, I guess, in about 10 minutes. But the coin toss held tonight. WeTech Wealth Management coin toss. Time now for our Carpet Weavers keys to the game. Carpet Weavers in Peru. Carpet, tile, vinyl, or wood. Carpet Weavers can help you find just the right flooring. See them today at Carpet Weavers in Peru. Last week, Derek, we saw, LP was kind of their worst enemy at times. Special teams, they allowed a punt return for a touchdown. They muffed the one punt. What do you think? I mean, against a team like Kaneland, it goes without saying you have to limit the mistakes.
Yeah, there was, especially in the first half, they dug themselves a 20-point hole. They just couldn't quite get out of 4 big plays in that first half that they had to overcome and were not able to. So tonight, got to limit the mistakes for certain, and I say defensively continue what they did there in the second half. Be disciplined. Kaneland's got a good passing game. They do like to throw the football a little bit, so and he can run the ball, the quarterback as well. So they got to be wary of that. Limit the mistakes. Get off to a good start.
Yeah, I mean that just gives yourself a chance when you limit the mistakes. LP probably wins that game last week without those 2 special teams letdowns, and they had other mistakes, inopportune penalties. Penalties are going to happen, there's no doubt about it, but just sometimes it matters more when they happen than the fact that they do happen. So hopefully they can get by with a limited amount of mistakes. That is our Carpet Weavers key to the game. Derek, would you want to do the honor for our Town and Country Game Time Weather?
Certainly. Game Time Weather is brought to you by Town and Country Services. Whether it's hot, cold, dark, or light, Town and Country is doing whatever it takes 24/7 to see what they can do for you. Go to towncountryservices.com. The Game Time Weather, Jeremy, right now 70 degrees at kickoff. It's going to stay pretty much that temperature, maybe lose a couple of degrees. But the big issue tonight is the gusting wind. The wind's picked up throughout the day, and we'll have wind gusts up near 20 miles an hour. We'll see if that affects the passing game for both teams. And then it is moving from the south to the north here. We noticed the kickers are having a little difficulty kicking toward the south end of the field, so that we'll see how that plays out later.
Yeah, the kicking game, punting game will be tested.
Please remain standing and remove your caps for the singing of the national anthem.
games where, yes, you would have loved to gotten the win, disappointed as all in losing, but there seemed to be some positive momentum to take away from that game for sure.
Yeah, the boys fought hard. I just keep, telling them, as I've told you before in multiple of these interviews, is that we're just coming up short quarter-wise. So we're playing, a good half, and then we have a bad quarter, or we have an okay quarter, or we have 3 good quarters, but that fourth, that fourth quarter we have is just not there enough, and that's just where we're coming up short. And good teams, and, the teams we play are really good. They're playing 4 quarters of football, and we're just short. We're getting there. The kids are fighting hard. They're doing what we asked, but we just need to put those 4 quarters together.
Sounds like you almost wish this season, Coach, could go longer than 9 weeks. I think we've all seen positive steps and gains with this team.
They're growing. I'd be lying if I said it was an easy process. They're coming in. It's my first year as a head coach here, so there's a little bit of change, just getting people used to the way I kind of run things, whether it's from, practice to lifting to treatment to, a game or how we adjust. It's learning tools for me as well. I'm learning and growing through it all, but made my fair share of mistakes and lessons I need to learn, but we'll just keep fighting hard. But, yeah, the kids are definitely working hard and taking those proper steps to keep moving forward.
Next up, Coach, you mentioned the schedule never gets any easier. You got the Kaneland Knights, who are ranked in the state. They're going to be a playoff team. There's no doubt about it. And they're smarting after a loss last week to Rochelle. So obviously they're going to come in hungry as ever for a win. And watching film on this Kaneland team, Coach Raffleson, what are you seeing?
They're athletic. They got some big guys up front, which is the story of our conference. Big offensive linemen, big, strong, aggressive defensive linemen. They got some guys on the perimeter that can make some plays from receivers, and they got probably tied for first, I would say, running back in conference. And them and Morris, they got 2 really good running backs. So we just got to be able to come ready to go.
It's hard to believe, Coach, week 8, and this will only be your 3rd home game. I know it's just kind of a quirk on the schedule. You've played college football. You've been around high school football. You ever had a season, to your knowledge, where 5 of the first 7 games were away from home?
I don't recall in the last, I played 15 or 16 years. I played the game of football. I don't think I ever experienced that many being away, but like you said, you got to make adjustments, right? That's what the game's about, and being able to give what we have and keep fighting forward. But we got the last two games here are going to be home in front of our fans. It's great football weather. We got a lot to prove, a lot to grow on, so we just got to keep going and do what we can and play good football.
It should make note you guys have actually had 6 bus trips instead of 5 because of the UT situation.
Yes, that is correct.
Final thing for you, Coach. It has been, a tough, rugged conference schedule. You guys knew that was coming. Injury-wise, how the Cavaliers looking in coming into Week 8?
We're doing pretty good. Boys, like I always say, is we got bumps in the road. We got bumps and bruises. I tell the guys all the time, yeah, my back doesn't feel great all the time, but I'm getting older. So it's just they got their little bumps in the road, but nothing that we can't, fight through. And for the most part, we are pretty healthy, which is, a blessing. We've had bigger numbers this year in our program, which has helped to give guys blows as needed. But overall, guys are feeling pretty good.
Well, we're feeling pretty good about the direction of this LP football program. Coach J.J. Raffleson, want to wish you the best of luck against Kaneland, and let's go get those Knights.
Thank you. Go Cavs. Appreciate it.
Once again, want to thank head coach J.J. Raffleson and want to thank Autocraft Collision Center in LaSalle for bringing you our coach's interview, injury update as well. And we're about set for football here. The officials are at midfield at the big LP logo. And, there's some gusty winds tonight directly out of the south. And it'll be interesting to see passing game strategy, Derek, the punting, kicking. Of course, the goal would be not to have to punt at all,
That's
may not be a realistic goal.
That's very true, yeah.
Usually, you probably don't want to bank on that, but
yeah. So just especially in the passing game, throwing in the wind, you have to be aware of that as a quarterback. Quicker setup, get rid of it quicker. When the receiver's not 50 yards downfield, you want to throw him, when he's 15 maybe, and hit him quickly and let him run. Those are the types of plays you want to have when you're going into the wind.
Some of the names we'll be hearing a lot probably from Kaneland. You heard Coach Raffleson mention they have one of the best running backs in the league, and that is Grabowski will be one of the guys, Carter Grabowski. And their quarterback is a Jalen Carter, kind of a dual threat. You mentioned that, Derek. Kaneland over the years likes to spread things out, 3-4 receiver sets. So pretty balanced offense from the Knights, and they can put up points, scoring 36 points per game this season and giving up just 19. So the Knights, after winning the WeTech Wealth Management coin toss, will kick, and they're going to kick with the wind behind their back here to start the game. So LP will have to be moving north to south at Howard Fellows into the wind, at least here in the first quarter. They'll have the wind at their back in the fourth quarter. So got to think about that kind of a thing. And back to kick for the Kaneland Knights is McKittrick, a 5'11 kicker, right-footed. He comes up and gets the boot away. It's not going to be a touchback. Going to be taken, fumbled for a moment at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15. That's Gray Ernett, 25, gets a block. And Ernett gets about 25 yards on that kick return. So nice return for LP by Gray Ernett as we get going with tonight's opening kickoff, brought to you by Illinois Valley Credit Union. Open a yield checking account paying 3% interest with no monthly fees or minimum balance. If you live, work, or worship in LaSalle, Bureau, or Putnam counties, you can become an IVCU member. So nice kick return. Actually, they mark it at the 31. It's about a 26-yard kick return by Gray Ernett. And here's our first look tonight at the LP offense. Marian Persic in the pistol with Easton Moriarty in the backfield. 3 receivers to Marian's right, 1 to the short side left. Marian going to pass, rolling right. Steps into the pocket, going to run. Breaks 1 tackle. Slips by a second defender. He did slow him down a bit. Persic, though, gets out a little past the 35, maybe. They'll give him 5 yards out to the 36. Persic just with a stat stuffer of a game last week. And you know that Kaneland's going to do whatever they can, easier said than done, to try to maintain and contain number 8.
Yeah, I can't imagine trying to defend the pass when this guy can just run like he does. And he just slipped about 4 tackles there on that run. Easily picks up 5.
I think last week in that big play, Derek, when he got tripped up from behind, that might be the only time he's been taken down by the initial contact that I can remember. And that was just a shoestring tackle. There's a fumble on the handoff between Persic and Moriarty, and it is recovered by the Kaneland Knights. Little, a linebacker for Kaneland. So our key to the game was limiting the mistakes, and unfortunately the first handoff of the night goes as a turnover. Persic to Moriarty, they fumble, recovered by Kaneland, and Kaneland in business starting at the LP 34.
Yeah, that didn't look like Marian had a good handle on that one as he went to hand it off. The ball came loose, bounced off Moriarty right to the Kaneland defender.
Here come the Kaneland Knights. Carter is the quarterback, and he's going to keep it, fake the handoff, looking for blocks, and then he throws late. Wow, he had to be beyond the line of scrimmage, wasn't he?
I don't think so.
No,
he
right at the line.
Yeah, right at the line. He just kind of chucked it. It didn't even look like a pass, maybe almost a pitch, you know.
Either way, it's incomplete. Carter, I think his first instinct was to run, and once that wasn't there, he tried to flip it out to receiver. Like Derek mentioned, it was
like a Patrick Mahomes shuffle pass.
Yeah. Not quite the same effectiveness as a Patrick Mahomes shuffle pass, but nobody really does besides number 15. 2nd and 10, Kaneland, Carter going to pass, throwing, and too high for the intended receiver. And off the fingertips. That was Carter Van Dyke, and on the coverage for LP was Rylan Renkewitz. Rylan, a big week last week, 8 catches, also obviously playing well in the secondary. I think the official kind of told him, that might have been a little late on the hit. Just don't do it again.
I thought that was a good one.
Yeah.
Maybe that the receiver was up in the air, kind of a defenseless type position, but that wasn't, I didn't think that was anything too egregious there.
That's probably what the official told him, but probably said,
unnecessary, maybe.
Yeah. Yep. 3rd and 10, Kaneland going to hand it off, and nothing there. Nice job by the LP defense. Among them, we had Mason Moheiser. And that was the first carry of the night by Grabowski, and he got nothing. No gain back to the line of scrimmage. Kaneland, their offense, at least for now, staying on the field. 4th and 10. These are the kind of plays you can't afford to let the Knights convert. A 4th and 10 here. The LP 34. Carter in the pistol. And straight drop back pass for Kaneland. Pocket breaks down. Carter going to run. Hackenberger in pursuit. Pass is completed for a first down. And that was Frieders with the catch, and that's a first down Kaneland. So Carter rolled to his left, and his line gave him just enough time to find Frieders, number 1, a wide receiver who had 2 or 3 Cavaliers around him, but he was able to make the catch, and LP knocks him out of bounds at the 22-yard line. So a big 4th down completion and conversion for the Kaneland Knights to keep their opening drive alive. Carter in the pistol, and he's going to run with it, and tackled immediately. Wait and see who that was. I think that was Hackenberger. Guess who?
Yeah, good play by Nick to shut down the run defense, but the passing, they have him spread out, and Carter's that dual threat. Looks like he's going to run, and then he pulls up and throws.
2nd and 10 after the no gain, and he draws LP offsides. So the Cavaliers will get a penalty. They get in the neutral zone as Carter changed up his cadence there a little bit, and LP bit on it, and it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Knights as they move inside the red zone. Of course, the red zone throughout the season brought to you by your local Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Brayton. 2nd and 5, Kaneland. We're counting down to 9 minutes to go in this opening quarter. No score yet between the Knights and Cavaliers. Carter going to pass again over the middle, caught at the 5. And that'll give him a first down. The tackle was made by LP's Reagan Dorr. And that catch was made by Brown.
Yeah, Keenan Brown. Yep. 5'10" senior. It's a little down and in kind of route, and in front of the defender. Good throw.
1st and goal, Kaneland at the LP 5. They've found nothing on the ground on this drive. It's all been through the air. Let's see if they get it to Grabowski here. 1st and goal, and Carter going to keep it. Spins ahead, going to be kept out of the end zone. Got down to the 2, maybe the 1. Evan Downey made the initial contact. It'll be 2nd and goal just inside the LP 2. So we've seen a lot of Carter both running and through the air. Not much of Carter Grabowski. And a flag flies. They went ahead and kept it with Carter trying their version of the tush push. But I think there might be a penalty coming up on the Knights. Maybe they got a false start.
Yeah, it looked like a false start or illegal motion there where the main official in the backfield calls it.
Illegal shift. Legal motion. Either way, it's 5 yards. So instead of 2nd and goal from the 1, it's 2nd and goal from the LP 6. First penalty of the night on the Kaneland Knights. About 4 minutes into this one, no score, Cavaliers and Knights. We'll have your uniform description coming up after this play. Carter in the pistol, Grabowski behind him in the backfield. And they're going to give it to Grabowski, and he gets 1. That's about it, down to the 5. Among the Cavaliers in on that hit was Jaron Moheiser. Now they'll give him the 4, so give him 2 yards on that carry.
Yeah, good job by the LP defensive line right there. They got a good push up front, and able to stuff that one pretty much right away.
Cavalier uniform description tonight brought to you by Family Pride Cleaners. Proud LP alum. Family Pride Cleaners takes pride in their work just like the Cavs do. Follow Family Pride Cleaners on Facebook today. Here's a 3rd down and goal play. They're going to pitch it to Grabowski. He turns it in and does not get in there. Hackenberger at the bottom of the pile. Also in the area was Caden Small. Griffin May was there too.
Yeah, good hit right there, right at the line of scrimmage. He turned and fought for a yard on the play, but real good defensive play. Bo Lawrence in there also.
4th and goal from the 3. You got to think Kaneland will go to the air here. They empty the backfield. Watch one of those slant plays. Carter taking his time, looking towards the sideline. He's still got 10 seconds left on the play clock. 4th and goal at the 3. Carter going to tuck it and run. And he is going to be held out of the end zone. Great job by the Cavalier defense. Downey was there. Also there was Mason Moheiser. Carter tucked it and ran, got a couple yards, but that was it. And LP turns Kaneland over on downs. Cavaliers take it at their own 2-yard line, 1st and 10. What a job by the LP defense.
Yeah, real good job. That's a tough one. We knew, they had 5 receivers that might be an option that he could run. LP's ready for it. They contained him, ran him, kept him between the tackles, and were able to gang tackle him for a stop.
LP looking for some breathing room here. Persich will take the snap in the end zone. Marion trying to get out of the end zone. And he did, just barely, maybe to the 1-yard line. So he lost a yard on the quarterback keeper. I wouldn't be surprised if they just go to that same call here with Marion. We're halfway through this first quarter. No score between LP and Kaneland from Howard Fellows Stadium. Week 8 of the high school football season. LP's defense with a goal line stand here in this first quarter. Cavaliers 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Marion, low snap, he's going to throw. Quickly caught over the middle. Bouncing off the first tackle was Rylan Renkiewicz. And Renkiewicz gets it out to the 14. That's enough for a Cavalier first down.
Nice reception there. Quick slant pass to Renkiewicz, and he took a pop, kept his feet, kept rolling, got the first down. Nice play by Rylan.
That Cavalier completion brought to you by Eureka Savings Bank. Visit them online or at their locations in LaSalle, Peru, Oglesby, Mendota, Peru, and Winona. Experience Eureka. Handoff left side. It is Easton Moriarty. Easton gets it out past the 15 to the 16. Give him 2 yards. Eureka Savings Bank member FDIC on that Eureka Savings Bank Cavalier completion. Tonight's Cavalier uniform description, again brought to you by Family Pride Cleaners. LP in their home greens, green pants, green helmets, white numbers with the red trim. And Kaneland looking like the Raiders with their white shirt, white pants, and silver helmets, black numbers. 2nd and 8 after the 2-yard run by Moriarty. And Persich going to throw, looking for the wide receiver screen. They get some nice blocks. Renkiewicz with another catch.
Yeah, I think that's going to be interference. There's a flag down.
There, okay.
Yeah, you can't start blocking until the ball's in the air. And as quick as that pass was, I think he was maybe a hold. But
he was trying to get some blocks. Zellers was out there for LP. Also, Rafe Helmig. So one of those receivers will get called for the penalty. The flag threw right in front of the Kaneland sideline, so I'm sure their coaches were letting their officials know that they believe there was a penalty there.
Yeah, it's a spot foul, so 10 yards from the spot of the hold, which is the 19-yard line.
So that'll move LP back to their own 9. It'll be 2nd down. We're under 5 minutes to play in this first quarter. 2nd down and about 14 for the Cavaliers. Marion standing just inside his 5. Persich, straight drop back pass, throwing way over the head, incomplete. The nearest intended receiver was Jaron Moheiser as Persich got it away. He had a Kaneland defender breathing down his neck. And no harm done, incomplete on the Kaneland sideline. 3rd and 14 coming up for LP after that incomplete pass. Cavaliers just inside their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, defensive end from the right side came through untouched, and Marion had to get rid of it quickly. And before Morheiser got out to the flat, he just threw it over his head.
3rd and 14. In motion is Rinkewitz. Marion going to roll left. Persich looking left. Now he is spun around. He's got to give it away. He does. And there was two LP receivers in the same vicinity, and they kind of bumped in with Carter. The Kaneland defender goes incomplete. Nice job by Persich getting it away. He was in trouble, in danger of being sacked near the goal line. So incomplete. LP will have to punt it away. 4th and 14 at their own 9. 4:26 to go here in this first quarter. And LP going to be punting into the wind, and that is why the Kaneland returner, Carter Grabowski, is not that far back. He's standing at the LP 40. So it's going to be tough to punt in this wind, and inside his own end zone for LP is Reese Dorr. And it's a low snap. Reese is going to tuck it and run. And he gets a block. It was a clean block. Dorr out to the 25, and he's got a first down. He needed to get to the 24. It was a snap that bounced to Reese Dorr. Dorr heads up. He was under pressure. Figure, I got to run with this thing. There's no way I'm getting a punt off. And he put his head down and got out to the 26-yard line. Needed to get to the 24. What a run by Reese Dorr. First down, LP.
Yeah, let's give the blockers downfield. Yeah. The shooter that was heading down the left side got a really good block, sealed it off his player to the inside. And
so new life for LP. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. No score between LP and Kaneland here in this first quarter. Rinkewitz in motion. Persich barking out the signals. Rinkewitz will run the jet sweep. Looking to turn the corner. Nothing there. Kaneland sniffed that one out, and they were in the backfield. Good pursuit by Kaneland, looking like Jake Buckley. 6'4", 265-pound defensive lineman brings down Rinkewitz. And that is a loss of about 4.5, almost 5 yards on the jet sweep by Rinkewitz.
Yeah, I don't know if they certainly either had that scouted, or the big guy just wasn't going to move to the other side of the field because he was there waiting. They had that one, as you said, sniffed out.
2nd down and 14. Here comes LP after that loss. Persich looking to pass, breaks one tackle. Marion stiff arms another defender, asking for a block. Goes down the sideline, 35-40, 45-50. And they're going to be a flag. We'll see if it's a hold. Let's see. Marion was pushed out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
Yeah, 2 flags down, one at the 34, one out at the 49. I think 2 different, maybe 2 different plays there. If they call that penalty back at the 34, that's going to keep him short. We'll see.
Yeah, let's see. We'll sort this out. And Marion running down the sideline. They're moving LP back. Let's see. Multiple flags, I guess, on that play.
Yeah, they're trying to get the decision legal block in the back. That was declined. And a blindside block. And then the procedure, 3 penalties on the offense. Yeah, maybe a legal formation, but
so that play is wiped out, and the ball is now spotted at the LP 17-yard line.
Yeah, it turns out to be a 5-yard penalty instead of a spot foul.
Yeah.
You know, of even 10 or 15. It takes 3 penalties there. I'm not sure I've seen that.
No. 2nd and 19 now for LP at their own 17. Persich back in the pistol. Marion, quick pass out to Moheiser, looking for blocks. And he is hit hard at about the 22. That was Mason Moheiser with the Eureka Savings Bank Cavalier completion. Got a little bit of the yardage back, almost all the penalty yardage, at least the 5 yards from the last penalty. So it'll still be 3rd and long for LP, 3rd and 14 at their own 22. First down marker is out at the LP 36. Down to 2.5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. 3rd and 14 for LP. Persic in the pistol. Moriarty in the backfield. In motion is Mohiser. Oh, and Kaneland jumped that time. All right, we'll take it. It'll be a 3rd and 9 instead of a 3rd and 14.
Makes them a little more manageable here. Went with the hard count and motion at the same time. So
and did the clap of the hands, which Marion uses quite a bit. And the Kaneland players, a couple of them reacted right when he clapped. And LP wasn't ready to snap the ball just yet.
Coach Raffleson had mentioned Kaneland's defensive line very aggressive, and a couple of them were hungry for the tackle there, and they know that they're going to pass. So
3rd and 9, Persic. Marion looking over the middle, caught, and ooh, high hit. Man, he was clobbered. Held on to it. It's going to be, well, they gave him a nice spot.
Yep.
Mason Mohiser was hit hard, but that's another Eureka Savings Bank Cavalier completion, and that's another LP first down.
Boy, that is so hard to run to your left, and then throw back against your momentum, and you know, it's just a hard throw to make, and Persic makes it look easy, puts it right on the money.
1st and 10, LP at their own 37. Marion going to pass again. Plenty of time over the middle, just off the fingertips. Rafe Helmig over the middle, right at midfield, and incomplete.
Yeah, Rafe is 5'8". He needed to be 5'11" right there, and he'd had that. That was just a bit out of his reach. Good route, and he was open.
So 2nd down and 10 coming up for LP. Clock stops at 1:17 of the first quarter. No score between LP and Kaneland. The big story early on was a goal line stand by the LP defense earlier in this quarter. Take the jet sweep. Marion's going to keep it, and he lunges forward to the 40, maybe the 41. There was a Kaneland player that had a hold of his foot and just wasn't going to let go. Holding on for dear life. Buckley again, and it'll be 3rd and about 6, maybe 7 for LP.
Yeah, that was a play that worked over and over again last week, where they faked the handoff to the back going to the right, and Persic runs it to the left. This time Kaneland was, their linemen are really good, really big.
Persic going to throw. He has a man open in the flat. Caught at the 44 and up to the 46. That was Rafe Helmig with the catch.
It's going to be about a yard short, maybe a half yard short.
LP does not have to snap it here. We have 20 seconds left on the game clock and 25 seconds left on the play clock. I think they're going to go ahead and let it go here.
Maybe try to get that hard count again.
If they, let's see, they break the huddle. That's going to be it. So we're all even. We're all even after one, and LP is on the move offensively. They'll have a 4th and short coming up, a big play after this break. We've played a quarter from Howard Fellows Stadium. Scoreless between Kaneland and LP. You're listening and watching LP football, presented by Grazer's Plumbing and Heating. Back after this.
The leaves are changing, the air is crisp, and before you know it, winter will be knocking. Is your furnace ready? Hey, I'm Matt Taylor with Taylor Services. Fall is here, and that means cooler nights on the way. Taylor Services offers free estimates and free second opinions. Don't wait until the frost. Stay warm this fall with trusted brands like Amana, and call Taylor Services at 815-326-3939 or check us out on Facebook. That's 815-326-3939. Taylor Services, where comfort starts with trust.
This is Liz Bishop, wishing everyone in the LP High School community a fantastic school year. To our students, we're proud of your hard work in the classroom. Keep it up. To our athletes, stay focused, train well, and play hard. To our community, our students represent our future, and their efforts on and off the field deserve our encouragement. Your support matters. Please show up and cheer them on loudly. This is Liz Bishop. Good luck, LaSalle Prue Cavaliers. Make us proud.
From Princeton to Ottawa,
Mendota to Streeter,
and everywhere in between, it's Starved Rock Local, 103.9 WLPO.
And Derek Brayton back, a 4th and 1. Marian Persic with a keeper, and he runs down the sideline untouched to the house. 54-yard touchdown run. Marian Persic on a 4th and 1. Marian calls his own number, and he gallops down the sideline to pay dirt. LP leading 6-0. First play of the second quarter, electric from Marian Persic.
Yeah, right off the right tackle, and out of the shotgun, he was keeping it all the way. Good blocking there, got him a gap, and he turned it outside of the sidelines, and as you said, turned on the Jets, outran everybody.
He shows his power, and that time he showed his speed. And the extra point is blocked. But first, let's get to that LP touchdown. It was brought to you by Town & Country Services, doing whatever it takes 24/7. Plumbing, electric, heating, and cooling for over 100 years. See everything they can do for you at townandcountryservices.com. And unfortunately, that Taylor Services extra point attempt was no good for LP. So kick no good at 11:49 of this second quarter. It is 6-0 LP against Kaneland after the 54-yard touchdown run by Marian Persic. He needed just 1 yard, and once he got past that line of scrimmage, he ran down the sideline and outran 2 or 3 Kaneland defenders. We talked about, Coach Ravelson mentioned this Kaneland team is athletic. They're fast, but not fast enough there to catch number 8 for LP down the sideline.
And we saw last week against Sycamore, left. Persic running left.
Yeah,
he did it here against Kaneland a little bit ago, and maybe they were stacking up that left side, opening up big hole on the right. Good blocking by the offensive line.
Yeah, and definitely, Derek, to mention the offensive line enabling that to happen as well. And there's the kick by Pantoja, and it goes out of bounds. So that'll be a penalty on LP, and Kaneland will start this drive at the 40.
Yeah, let me recap that drive, Jeremy, from the 2-yard line. The LP 2-yard line ended up being 15 plays, but the big play there was 4th down, the punt, the low snap, and Dorr, took it. Reagan Dorr took it 16, 17 yards. Let's see, I get him for 15-yard run to get the first down by a yard, and LP continued the drive.
Yeah, definitely have to mention that. That kept that drive alive. It was LP was wanting to punt the ball, but the snap was low, and Dorr ran with it and got the first down, kept it alive, and the rest is history. Here's Carter with the quarterback keeper again for Kaneland, and probably his best run of the night. Carter drags a couple LP defenders out to the 42, so give Jalen Carter 7 yards on that carry. It'll be 2nd and 3 coming up for the night. 6-0 LP leading Kaneland. Kaneland now going into the wind, north to south here at Howard Fellows Stadium. 2nd down and 3 coming up for the Knights. Carter the quarterback, Grabowski to his left. And Carter, LP was able to stay. He almost got LP to jump again. Would have been a first down. Taking his time, play clock down to 3. Down to 1. Boy, they worked that perfectly. Snapped it with 1 second. Carter throwing deep into the wind, and it is caught inside the LP 20. Wow, impressive. Carter finds Keenan Brown into the wind, and over the shoulder catch by Brown. Got just enough separation from the LP defender.
43 yards.
Wow, all the way down to the LP 15-yard line. I did not see that coming. Into the wind. Kaneland going no huddle, 1st and 10 at the LP 15. Empty backfield. Carter going to take it and run. Gets some blocks, runs over an LP defender, and gets it down about the 10. Looked like Downey with the tackle for LP. Renkiewicz was there as well. 2nd and 5. Kaneland kind of speeding things up a little bit now on offense. They go empty backfield again. 4 receivers to the left. Empty backfield for Carter. He's going to pass this time. Looking over the middle, throwing to the corner. And that time, I think the wind might have taken that one. Incomplete. It was Brown, the intended receiver. And in the area for LP was Reese Dorr.
Yeah, Brown was open there in the corner, just overshot him.
Joel Lytle there as well for LP. So 3rd and 5 as Kaneland inside the Edward Jones, Derek Braden red zone. They go empty backfield again. And they're going to run the jet sweep, and not a lot there. They ran inside Grabowski, and tackling him low was Jaron Moheiser.
A real nice play that time. Came up from the linebacker spot on the left side and stayed at home, or maybe defensive end over there. He read that play beautifully, turned the running back inside and made the tackle. Nice play there.
So here we go again, another 4th down. LP stopped him in the first quarter on a goal line stand. 4th and 3. Kaneland at the LP8. Let's see if the LP defense can step up big once again. Carter going to act like he's passing. He is going to throw, and it's knocked away. Knocked away at the last second by Reagan Dorr. Reagan Dorr with a pass deflection. He read the eyes of Carter, the quarterback, and knocked it away. Turnover on down. Second time tonight. Kaneland has been shut down, kept away from the end zone, and another great job by this LP defense.
Yeah, the quarterback just locked onto his receiver. You know, he was looking at the one guy the entire way, and you got to look him off a little bit, but nice play defensively by Dorr right there, but he had time to get over there and step in front. Let's see if they can make it again.
LP starting this drive at their own 8. Persich in the pistol. Marion going to pass. Pocket collapses. He's in trouble. Gets away from the first defender. Throws over the middle. And caught by Ryland Rinkewitz. He got wide open. And Ryland brings it into the 21. That's a 13-yard gain. Persich to Rinkewitz. And that is another Cavalier completion brought to you by Eureka Savings Bank.
That was close to the turf. I'm glad we don't have the real replay. The officials there looking at it in the booth. That looked like he might have lost control of it just a little bit, but
yeah, if this was college or the pros, Derek, LP would rush up to the line right now and try to hike it.
Kaneland would throw the challenge flag.
Yeah, Kaneland coach Mike Thorgerson would probably be out on the field halfway out and throwing the red flag, but that's not. Maybe someday it'll be in the high school game. We'll see. Persich with a handoff to Moriarty, and the first man makes contact and brings Easton down shy of the 20. So he actually lost a couple yards there on that run. Boy, Buckley's a handful. We've mentioned Jake Buckley, number 62 of Kaneland, numerous times already, and he's a force up front for the Knights. He plays right end for this Kaneland defensive line. Jake Buckley, 6'4", 265. 2nd and 12 coming up for LP. We're about 4 minutes into this second quarter tonight. Persich going to pass. Marion looking, throwing, caught, and spinning ahead for an extra yard or two after the catch was Jaron Moheiser. Another Eureka Savings Bank Cavalier completion. And, of course, we're in our second quarter of action tonight, and this thrilling second quarter is brought to you by Spring Valley City Bank. Football isn't the only winning program with a rich history in our community. Spring Valley City Bank has been helping with all your banking needs for 120 years. At Spring Valley City Bank, they know that experience and relationships matter. So, at 3rd and 4 now, after that Persich completion to Moheiser. In motion is Rinkewitz. Marion, play action, going to throw, and it was behind one receiver, Rinkewitz, but it was right in the breadbasket of a second receiver, Jaron Moheiser. And another Cavalier Eureka Savings Bank completion. It looked like, Derek, the intended receiver I thought was Rinkewitz, and it was well behind him.
Yeah, I think Persich was throwing it to Moheiser. I really do. I mean, he threw a strike, and he was under heavy pressure again, and he kind of flicks it, and it's just a rocket. He threw it right to him. I mean, right on the money.
First and 10. Persic going to throw again. Marion. He's running. He gets a block. Marion turns it up 35 out to about the 40. We'll take it. They'll mark it at the 41, so give Marion 5, almost 6 yards on that first down carry. Didn't force anything downfield. Got some blocks and got 5 yards.
We talked about this before with Marion, his poise in the pocket. He just doesn't get rattled, and the pocket's breaking down or the pressure's coming, and he just doesn't seem to bother him. He runs right through tackles and very under control.
2nd and 5, LP. We're halfway through the second quarter. Persic back to pass, throwing, caught. Forward progress at the 45, and that catch was made by Rafe Helmig. Allstad with the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 1, a gain of 4 on that Eureka Savings Bank Cavalier completion.
Yeah, I love these short passes. Yeah, I love, death by 1,000 cuts kind of thing where you just pick them apart. 4 yards here, 5 yards there. He's got he's got 4 or 5 passes under that. 4 or 5 yards.
High percentage passes. 3rd and 1 for LP. Marion looking for that freebie, trying to draw him off sides. He does not. He's going to tuck it and get a block from Moriarty and get a push from his offensive line. First down, LP. Down to the Kaneland 49-yard line. Gain of 6 for Marion Persic.
We got angles to the time.
So nice job again by Easton Moriarty blocking. The offensive line blocking as well. And LP, just like that, back on the Kaneland side of the field. 1st and 10 at the Knights' 49-yard line.
Yeah, I think I'd like to have seen him take a little more time off that play clock. They snapped it with about 20. Keep the Kaneland offense off the field. Yeah. Keep the defense, tire them out. They've been doing a great job of it. They've ran 25 plays already here in the first half to 8. No, I'm sorry.
3.
About 14, so...
Marion, there you go, Derek. He snapped it with 1 second left on the game clock, or the play clock, and he throws off the fingertips of Rafe Helmig, incomplete. So to be 2nd down and 10 LP at the 49 of Kaneland. Clock stops at 4:42 in the Spring Valley Citibank thrilling second quarter of action, and it has been thrilling as LP has got on the board and trying to do so for a second time tonight. 6-0. LP leading Kaneland, 4:42 to go in this first half. Persic back in the pistol. And Persic rolling right. Marion throwing. And it was caught. Caught by Rylan Renkewitz inside the 40. Down to about the 38. That's another Cavalier first down. And it's another Eureka Savings Bank Cavalier completion.
I'll leave the quarterback on with HDB.
Yeah, he threw us, man, he put it right where only his receiver could catch it toward the sidelines. And he just threw a bullet.
And LP started this drive deep in their own territory. Both. Hopefully this ends in a scoring drive. We're going to have a tough time picking drive of the night. Some impressive drives early on for LP. There's a handoff. There we go. Moriarty gets a few positive yards. They had a Kaneland Knight player holding on to his jersey. He was spun down at about the 37, 1, maybe 2 yards. But that was the first positive gain, I would say, for Easton tonight. And we have an injury, and it might be Moriarty. So an injured Cavalier on the field. As they attend to the player. It is clock stopping at 3:51. LP with the lead as they have an injured player down on the field.
Yeah, it looks like it might be Moriarty. I don't see him in the rest of the huddle over here with the team.
So we'll step aside. We'll take a quick injury timeout. 6-0 LP with the lead over Kaneland. Clock stop, 3:51 to go in the Spring Valley Citibank. Back in 30 seconds.
Friday nights mean LP football. And just like the Cavs, Spring Valley City Bank knows the success comes from preparation, teamwork, and trust. Whether you're buying a home, starting a business, or planning for the future, we're ready to help you move the ball forward. Hi, I'm Samantha Forrest. Spring Valley City Bank is more than a bank. For 120 years, we've been standing shoulder to shoulder, living in your neighborhood, and cheering in the stands. To set up your game plan, call or stop by Spring Valley City Bank in Peru or Spring Valley. We're an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
An Illinois Valley tradition for sports continues on 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Jeremy Aiken, Derek Brayton back after the injury timeout. Plenty of running room for Persich. Marion's 30, 25, 20, and tapped out of bounds inside the 20. That's another first down run. No flags on the play. Persich dropped back to pass, and he stepped up, and he had a lot of running room in front of him. He took advantage, and he gets down to the 19. That's a gain of 18 yards for Marion Persich.
Yeah, good block by Morheiser, the guy who came in. They brought pressure again from the linebacker. Got right into the backfield, and he was headed right for Persich, and Morheiser bumped him off his path. Opened up the hole for Persich to run through.
Cavaliers back in the red zone, brought to you by your local Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Brayton. Being in the red zone in football is great, not so much in real life. Let Derek Brayton help move you to a financial touchdown. 1st and 10, LP at the Kaneland 19. In motion is Rinkewitz. Fake handoff to Ryland. Persich stepping around, and Marion lunging ahead. Down to about the 17, maybe the 16. They move it up to the 17. I thought at least the 17. So give him 2 yards on the carry. It was knocked out of bounds. So to be 2nd down and 8 coming up for LP. Clock stop, 3:20 here in this first half. Spring Valley City Bank second quarter of action. Kaneland 5-2, 2-2 in the conference. LP 2-5 and 1-3 in the Interstate 8. But LP almost pulled off a win last week against one of the leaders in the conference, Sycamore, and they're giving Kaneland all they can handle and more here early on. Persich takes a snap. Going to pass. Marion breaks away, and he's going to run again. 20-15. Getting blocks. 10-5. Oh, he's hit at the knee. Hopefully he's okay. That was a good hit. As I think both players, he didn't see that one coming. As Marion was hit around the knee, he's up. That's good to see.
A little slow, but
yeah, that had to hurt up. That had to hurt.
13-yard pickup there for Persich.
Maybe LP will take a timeout here.
Yeah, let that bad boy go down.
And they're going to let the clock run, the play clock, and maybe take a timeout here. Give Marion time to
take more. Keep Kaneland's offense off the field. You know, eat up that whole quarter. I mean, it's been amazing.
Now the refs are just going to take it upon themselves and call an injury timeout as Marion was down on the field. And now he goes down to his backside. He's right at the LP sideline, but it was one of those where he was sniffing the end zone. There's no doubt about it. And a Kaneland defender just kind of came from the blind side of him. Clean hit, but came from out of nowhere and hit him right around the knee in the leg, and Marion went down. So obviously everybody holding their breath here after that first down run by Marion Persich. LP with a 1st and goal at the 4. That'll give us our first opportunity tonight to check tonight's scoreboard update, brought to you by your local Subway in Spring Valley, Peru, LaSalle, Marseilles, Ottawa, and Oglesby. For a sandwich made with freshly baked bread and fresh ingredients right in front of your eyes, Subway, eat fresh. Had an early score from Princeton, with Princeton in Riverdale, 14-3. Princeton leading Riverdale with a win tonight. Princeton will be playoff eligible with a 5th win. Early on, second quarter, Rochelle has opened up a 14-0 lead. So Rochelle with a lead over Ottawa. That's who they're playing. Marion gets a nice hand as he goes off the field. He'll have to sit out at least one play here. Halftime, Erie Prophetstown 13-7 over Mendota. And the backup quarterback is Gray Ernett for LP. Played quarterback last year as a freshman.
And Moriarty back in as the running back as well.
As a sophomore, he would have been. And Ernett going to keep it, and not a lot there. Loses a yard. Looks like Marian's ready to come right back in, much to the chagrin of Kaneland. He's ready. He's telling Coach JJ, I'm ready. Now talking to Coach Munt. So a loss of one. Erned comes up shaken up on that ball case, kind of limping a little bit to the sideline. It's a big physical Kaneland team. They let you know on defense when they hit you. We've seen some incomplete passes where they still lay a pretty good lick on the receiver. Clean hits. So Persich is back in. We're under 2 minutes left in this first half.
What we got?
LP going to let this one go down about 1 second on the play clock. Nope. Snap to Persich. Marian trying to get a push from behind. And the ball came out, apparently, but boy, Kaneland's coach was fired up. But the one official on the LP sideline immediately was pointing down to the turf, saying that it was a ground caused the fumble. Timeout Kaneland. So Kaneland is they want the ball back here, I guess. They're going to call a timeout. 1:33 to go. Second quarter, 6-0 LP. Cavaliers with a 3rd and goal coming up from the 3. Check and see get some other scores here.
TiVo, baby.
Blackhawks with a goal early in their game tonight. Blackhawks been playing pretty well.
2 in a row, yeah.
Yeah, beating Vancouver early this evening. Morrison leading Fulton 10-7 at halftime. Seneca 26. This is a great game at half. Seneca 26, St. Joe Ogden 21. Two really good programs battling it out right there. So the timeout taken by Kaneland, that leaves them with 2. 3rd and goal at the Kaneland 3. 1:33 to go in the first. And good to see Moriarty back in the game as well. So Persich and Moriarty have been shaken up, are in there. Marian gonna throw, and it got, I guess, deflected at the line. He was looking for just a quick little pass over the line of scrimmage, and somebody from Kaneland got their paw on it and knocked it down to the turf.
Yeah, that was a tight window he had to throw into. Not that he can't, but good coverage on the receiver Morheiser. So he's looking for in the end zone there, and might be good that it hit the turf.
Nice play call for LP, because you can bet, Kaneland was selling out thinking Marian was going to run the ball.
Oh, yeah, they're coming after him. There's no doubt they're bringing linebackers, defensive backs. They're looking for number 8 to carry the ball. They're going to call a timeout here.
And Coach Munt in a deep discussion with Marian Persich. LP uses their first timeout. A 4th and goal coming up from the 3. We'll keep it right here. Coming up, we'll have our halftime show brought to you by the Locker Room. And, of course, we'll have the band and Cavaliers featured on our YouTube feed, brought to you by Blackhawk Brokerage. We'll also have some more scores, and we'll have a second half adjustment as well. Gergovich second half adjustment.
Kaneland trying to do a goal line stand of their own here. 4th down, ball on the 3. And maybe Marian not able to get to the perimeter. We'll see. He's banged up a little bit. They've tried to run him up the middle.
Yeah.
We'll see if they don't. Looks like he's walking all right. Maybe they can roll him out, because they're going to bring the pressure. There's no question about it. But maybe he can get outside and throw a pass here.
4th and goal at the 3. Marian going to run and not going to get there. Kaneland did a nice job. He faked the handoff and ran up the middle. And nothing there. Marian got back to the line of scrimmage. So this time Kaneland with a defensive stop. Goal line stand. And the score remains 6-0. With 1:25 to go here in this first half. So tough to not come away with points there. Again, another impressive drive by LP. They really flipped the field around. They started on their own
8-yard line. Yeah, 90 yards they moved it. More than that, even down to the 3-yard line, I guess.
Yep.
95 yards, ran 17 plays there. It's unfortunate they couldn't punch that one in.
So let's see what Kaneland does here. They come out with 3 receivers. And they have 2 timeouts. They're going to hand it off to Grabowski, and he gets out to maybe the 5. He really hasn't found a whole lot of running room tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if they're keen on him, but you're exactly right. He hasn't found much room at all. He has just 6 yards on 5 carries here in the first half.
Yeah, Caden Small with the tackle. So Kaneland is kind of going in a hurry, but not really in a hurry. We're under a minute to go here. 2nd down and 8. Carter going to pass from his own end zone. They're going to run a wide receiver screen. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20. He's got a first down. And that was their top receiver, Keenan Brown. And a nice tackle by Jaron Moheiser. So it is a first down, but the clock is running after the chains reset. We're down to 40 seconds and counting. Carter going to pass, rolling right. He's in trouble and throws it out of bounds. Nice pursuit by the LP defender there. That was Griffin May that made Carter throw it, I think, quicker than he wanted to. 5 seconds ran off on basically that play. Clock stops at 35 seconds.
Yeah,
2nd and 10, Kaneland.
LP's really got to make sure there's not a big play here.
Yeah, try to keep everybody in front of you. Carter going to hand it off to Grabowski. And again, LP with nice pursuit. 2 or 3 players got their hand on him. Griffin May. Bo Lawrence was there too. And that might be it. That might be it as Kaneland, I think, going to let this clock run out.
Hell yeah.
As they're all the way back at their own 22-yard line.
They got to be wondering what the heck just happened. I'm telling you, get shut out in the first half, and the domination of ball possession by LP has been remarkable here. The play numbers are going to be such a discrepancy. We'll try to get the time down as well.
So that's it for the first half, and the Cavaliers have shown good offense and obviously plenty of good defense. We played a half. It is 6-0 LP over Kaneland. Back with our locker room halftime show after this on 103.9 WLPO.
This ever happened to you? You need that nice suit or dress for an event and it needs to be cleaned. Or you purchase something new and it's wrinkled. Hi, I'm Sangeeta Patel Allen, owner of Family Pride Cleaners in Peru. We can help. Just drop your items off, we'll clean and press them. We can also help you sanitize your home by cleaning your comforters, drapes, and more. Don't wait till the last minute. Visit us at Family Pride Cleaners on Progress Park Boulevard in Peru. We've been your family cleaners for more than 30 years. See more on the Family Pride Facebook and Instagram pages.
Subway and LaSalle would like to make your day with their new meal of the day. Get a 6-inch sub, a small drink, and 2 cookies for only $6.99. Want more? Upgrade to a footlong for just $3 extra. The best part? The sub changes every day, so you can enjoy a new deal all week long. Looking to make your day even better? Order through the free Subway app, and your meal of the day will be ready when you arrive. Plus, earn points for Subway Cash with MVP rewards.
Tonight's halftime show, featuring the LP Marching Band and Cavalettes, is brought to you by Blackhawk Brokerage. If you're looking to buy a new home or sell your current one and want to save money, call Sellin Ellen Crady, owner of Blackhawk Brokerage, first.
Georgia Buffo is program ready. Marching Cavaliers, you may take the field for your halftime performance. The Marching Cavaliers have been competing across Illinois again this fall. The Band placed second group effort at the Washington Marching Panther Invitational, first in 2A at the Morton Marching Invitational, and third in Class 2A at the Illinois State Marching Band Championships. Marching Cavaliers. They've had a wonderful competitive season. Placing second in group F at the Washington Campus Invitational, first in Class 2A at the Morton Marching Invitational, and third in Class 2A at the Illinois State Marching Band Championships. The Marching Cavaliers will close out the competitive season next weekend at Western Illinois University. Good luck, Marching Cavs. Welcome to the field, the Time Matters edition of the South Brew, our very own Kaneland Knights, led by co-captains Fred Boudreau and Lenny Black, and senior lieutenants Lydia Steinbach and Clara Vasky. Tonight the team will be dancing to You Gave Love a Bad Name, which is choreographed by senior Clara Vasky. The Cavaliers are coached by Wiley Strange. And now, here are your Cavaliers. Give it up for your Cavaliers.
Tonight's halftime show, featuring the LP Marching Band and Cavalettes, is brought to you by Blackhawk Brokerage. If you're looking to buy a new home or sell your current one and want to save money, call Ellen Crady, owner of Blackhawk Brokerage, first.
Search Gergovich Family Chiropractic to see all the ways having a chiropractor on your team can help you lead to a healthy lifestyle. Derek, obviously probably not much to adjust defensively, and running the ball with Marijan Persic, passing the ball well. What do you think LP has to do, I guess, to bring this one home?
Well, I'd like to see some quick passes, some short stuff. The Kaneland Knights are bringing defensive pressure every single play. They're basically running run blitzes with linebackers and even defensive backs to try to shut down Persich from the running standpoint. And then if he doesn't run, they'll try to turn that into a pass blitz. But so that LP has to take what they're given, real quick, short passes would be the way to go, and let your receivers run after catch if they can. Easier said than done.
Right.
And the second thing is Kaneland's getting pressure on Persich, and he just seems to be able to run through it and step through tackles. So their pressure isn't really working from that standpoint. He's certainly piled up some yards here, but I think they've got to find a way to get a little bit better production out of the area. 7 for 12, but 66 yards.
Got an update. Princeton clinging to a 15-14 lead in the third quarter against Mercer County. Always tough to be on the road in conference play, no matter who you're playing, where you're playing. And Princeton pretty far from home tonight, taking on Aledo Mercer County. For a long time, Aledo was a really good smaller school football program. Of course, Princeton's been really good in recent years, so hopefully the Tigers can pull that one out on the road against Mercer County tonight, as we bring you scores from the Subway scoreboard update. Major League Baseball, there's one final in, and Seattle beat Toronto tonight 6-2, so the Mariners lead that best-of-7 series 3-2. It'll go back to Toronto for a Game 6. And the Dodgers are doing it again. They lead Milwaukee 3-0 in the bottom of the third. The Dodgers win tonight, and they'll sweep that series. So who knows how the Cubs would have done, Derek, but all I know is the Dodgers are a machine, and they're showing that with Milwaukee.
Well, they're the largest payroll as well, loaded with a few superstars.
That helps.
So haven't watched a whole lot of baseball. I have watched the playoffs. It's been interesting. I was kind of rooting for the Brewers. My daughter lives in Wisconsin. My son-in-law's a huge Brewer fan, but fortunately we ran into a juggernaut. And I think the Dodgers were kind of coasting through the regular season, even though they won their division. They were third in division play as far as.
Yeah, they kind of coasted the whole regular season. They knew they were going to get in. They were good enough.
Yeah.
And kind of flipped the proverbial switch. I think a lot of Cub fans were ready to root for the Brewers, but a lot of Cub fans got a little upset with the Brewers flying the L flag.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, after they beat the Cubs, they brought out a flag with an L on it, so I'm fine with it. It adds to the rivalry, but there were a lot of Cub fans who weren't too happy about it, so so much for rooting for Milwaukee, I guess.
Yep. Dodgers and I think Mariners, it'd be their first time in the World Series, I believe. They've never been. And the Blue Jays, of course, have won a couple, but
the Joe Carter, famous Joe Carter year with a home run off Mitch Wild Thing Williams.
And I think they went back-to-back.
Yeah.
In that time, but I don't think the Mariners have even been to the World Series, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, even with their great players, obviously Ken Griffey, Randy Johnson, Edgar Martinez over the years.
A-Rod, yeah.
Oh, yeah, A-Rod.
Yep.
So that's going to wrap up our halftime show, the locker room halftime show. And, of course, wrapping up our Blackhawk Brokerage LP Band halftime show as well. It is LP with a lead. It is not a big lead by any means. It's just 6-0. But the Cavaliers defense playing well. 2 goal line stands. And Kaneland, though, will get the ball first here, as they won the WeTech Wealth Management coin toss and chose to defer. So that's where that comes in handy, as they're going to get the ball first here. LP will kick off into the wind. Pantoja will go back to do the kick for LP. And the whistle blows, and we're set to start this third quarter of play. 6-0 LP, and it's a short kick. Going to be taken at the 35. He's at the 40 and tackled there at about the 42. And that's where Kaneland will start. Pretty good field position. The tackle for LP was made by Bo Lawrence.
Kaneland will have first and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
Well, I'm going to give credit also to Daniel Edwall, Jr., player there that was in on the stop as well. So we'll got to make sure you give the special teams guys their due. He was in on it as well. Might be the one time he gets mentioned tonight. So
First and 10, Kaneland at their own 42. They're going to pass quickly out to about the 46. And Renkiewicz made the quick hit. But that was a completion. That was Carter Van Dyke, number 10.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and 6.
So 2nd and 6.
First catch for Van Dyke tonight.
And they hand it off, and there's another big pile.
Yeah, Grabowski just hasn't found anything tonight. Just a 2-yard pickup there. He's had 7 carries, but he just broke maybe 10 yards on that run. It's got 11. 7 carries for 11 yards.
1 minute in, and we got a third down, 3rd and 4 coming up for Kaneland at their own 47. Back to pass is Carter, and he finds his man complete for a first down. Just zinged it out there to his favorite receiver, Keenan Brown. And Reagan Dorr with a tackle, but not before a first down for Kaneland down to the Cavalier 44-yard line.
Yeah, that was kind of soft coverage there. They only needed 4, and LP defensive backs about 8-9 yards off. Again, same situation. Not going to get beat deep.
Back in action, there's a handoff. Or actually, Carter kept it, and not a lot there.
Griffin May again. Just a yard.
2-yard gain and play brings us 2nd and 8.
Well, they give him another. We'll mark it up to the 42. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So just a 2-yard gain for Carter. 2nd down and 8 at the LP 42. Carter going to pass, looking over the middle, caught inside the 40, turning it upfield about the 35, near the first down. That catch was made by Ryan Majerus, a tight end. 6'3", so he's a big target, and they will give him the first down. Down to the LP 34-yard line.
Yeah, the LP defensive backs are playing man covers, but they're playing 8 to 10 yards off here, and Kaneland's just taking that quick pass.
Taking what LP will give him, I guess. Yeah. 1st and 10, Kaneland at the 34. Play action, pass out in the flat, caught 30, and flipped over. Rylan Renkiewicz caused a fumble, and it's a turnover. Renkiewicz with a hit, and the recovery for LP's Mason Moheiser. So forced fumble by Renkiewicz. I didn't see who the receiver was, Derek, but
that was number 21.
So that would be
Little. Came out of the backfield and made the catch. He got flipped head over heels, and when he came down, the ball was laying on the turf.
So Renkiewicz with a hit and a recovery by Mason Moheiser. So that is a Beck's Oil turnover. Tonight's turnovers are proudly brought to you by Beck's. Keep your car turning over with fuel from Beck's. Order delicious Beck's Pizza or fresh donuts on the Beck's app. There's a handoff, a nice carry up the middle.
Need 2 yards.
And positive yardage.
Moriarty,
yep.
8 yards on that one.
8-yard gain.
Wow. By far his best run of the night. So the Cavaliers getting some momentum here to start this second half. Second down and 2 coming up for the Cavs. And another handoff and more running room off the right side for Easton Moriarty. He's got a first down out to the 43-yard line.
43-yard line, the Cavalier first down.
Beautiful running these last two times by Moriarty.
9-yard rush that time, so 8 and 9.
So the Cavaliers once again moving the football. And they're not going to be in any hurry here. Breaking the huddle. We're 8 minutes left in this third quarter. It is 6-0 LP over Kaneland. Under 8 minutes to go. First and 10 LP. Persich, fake handoff. Marion's going to throw out in the open. Okay, it's caught 45-50. Down to the Kaneland 45-yard line. First down LP. That's another Eureka Savings Bank Cavalier completion. Just a nice little toss by Persich to Rylan Renkewitz. And they get it down to the 45-yard line. They move it back a yard. I think they shaved off a yard from where they were initially going to put the ball.
That's a great play design right there. Play action pass. Persich reverses out, and Renkewitz hit him with a quick pass right away. He was open.
Gaps there.
Didn't hesitate. First down.
So first and 10 LP, and there's another fake handoff to Moriarty. Persich stiff arming a Kaneland defender, and he gets it inside the 40. He's tackled out of bounds. Marion just a load to bring down. He gets it down. They're going to put it back to the 40. It's a gain of about 5.
Goes up against the cornerback there, a defensive back. And let me get his stats. He's 6 foot, but 175 pounds. He's given up 40 pounds to the quarterback, and he just bulldozed him. And the kid wrapped him up, and Marion just pushed him 4 or 5 yards.
Persich going to throw, and it is caught. Let's see where they give the forward progress. It's going to be about a yard short. That was Jaron Moheiser with a catch. So it'll be 3rd and 1. That's another Eureka Savings Bank Cavalier completion. 3rd and short for LP. Obviously 4-down territory here. 3rd and 1. LP at the 36 of Kaneland. This was a 38-0 win last year for Kaneland over the Cavaliers. Persich takes the snap, going to hand it off. First down. Easton Moriarty got the tough yardage right up the gut. And Moriarty gets about 3 yards on that carry down to the Kaneland 33-yard line. And just another impressive drive underway. Now, LP needs to get some more points here. The lead very precarious at 6.
Yeah, good blocking up front. Kaninsky. I got to give another one to Aura, but also
Let's go.
They're moving the Kaneland linemen around a little bit.
Yep.
First and 10 LP at the Kaneland 33. Persich back in the pistol. Marion going to fake the handoff and run, and this time he's brought down near the 40.
Guess who?
Is it Buckley again?
Yeah, 62.
Yeah, he is a load. That's a loss of 7.
Yeah, Persich couldn't step through. 2 guys had him, one high, one low. Buckley had him wrapped up down low. Boy, he's getting good penetration. He is a load. What did we say, 6'4"?
Solid 265,
yeah.
He's a senior.
6'4", 265. He is something.
2nd and 17 LP, up 6-0. Persich in the pistol. Marion straight drop back pass. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. Marion going to run. 40, 35, avoids the hit. And will go out of bounds at about the 33. So it looks like he got almost all that yardage back that he lost on the sack. He did. So now it's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 from the 33. Again, LP looking at this. We got 2 cracks at getting these 10 yards to keep this drive alive. Clock stops. 5:09 to go in the 3rd. It is still 6-0. LP with the lead over Kaneland. Kaneland coming into the night almost averaging 40 points a game. So what a job being done by LP's offense, keeping their Kaneland offense off the field, and obviously LP's defense.
That's exactly right. Both sides are doing perfect work here. So
Zellers goes in motion. Marion looking, throwing, and incomplete. The intended receiver looked to be Jackson Myers. First pass Jackson's way tonight, but it was incomplete. So now LP looking at a 4th and 10 at the 33-yard line. 5:03 to go in the third.
Yeah, I think they should go for it here.
Yep.
There's a little bit of penetration there on the left side of the defensive line that pushed Persich back just a little bit, and he kind of had to throw as he was moving backwards and made for a long throw, gave the defender time to get there, and Persich airmailed it out of bounds.
4th and 10. The Kaneland crowd gets up, trying to get their defense going. Persich, time to throw. He's hit over the middle, tipped and incomplete. So it was tipped and thankfully fell incomplete. Persich was hit right when he threw the ball, and Rylan Renkiewicz was the intended receiver. So a turnover on downs for LP.
That was a similar play where the two receivers there looked like Morheiser was open behind Renkiewicz, and Renkiewicz went up high and tipped the ball, and it could have been intended for Morheiser there just a little bit deeper. He was also right there.
6-0 LP over Kaneland. 4:57 to go here in this third quarter. LP's got one touchdown, and they're clinging to that lead. Kaneland at their own 33-yard line. Jalen Carter, the quarterback. Carter Grabowski, the running back. They're going to run a kind of an option. Carter pitches it to Grabowski, and again, nothing there. Nice job by Hackenberger.
Morheiser again.
Yeah.
Boy, he read that one beautifully there. Number 9. He left the quarterback go to Hackenberger, and Morheiser took the pitch, and nice play. Really nice play.
Yeah, TFL, tackle for a loss. Grabowski's got to be wondering what's going on here. LP's got his number so far tonight.
Yep, he is all kinds of struggling so far. Back to 10 yards on 8 carries.
2nd and 11, Carter going to throw. He's got a lot of time. Now he runs left. Throwing to the sideline. Boy, I don't think so. He was out of bounds. The official was right there. And right on the Kaneland sideline, a nice catch made by Freiders, but he came down out of bounds. And now Kaneland with a 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 at their own 32-yard line. 4:12 to go in the third.
Yeah, it would have been about a 5 or 6 yard gain, so they still would have been facing 3rd and medium, but now.
Big play here. If LP can stop them, you got to think Kaneland's going to punt. 3rd and 11 at their own 32. Clock stopped after the incomplete pass. 4:12 to go in the third. Carter, straight drop back pass. Looking over the middle, throwing down the middle, and he overthrew the intended receiver, just too much on it. And that was Majerus. But nice coverage for LP. Reagan Dorr was there, and Kaneland's going to have to punt it away. And Kaneland will punt it away with the wind at their back here. Well, the wind's died down a little bit. Looking at Old Glory on the north side of the Howard Fellows Stadium here, and it's calmed down quite a bit from earlier. It's turned into a beautiful evening for football. Expecting rain tomorrow. And Carter, their quarterback, is a punter, and he gets it away. And fair catch called for as Dorr will let it go, and it's downed inside the 30. Bottom line is, though, the LP defense makes Kaneland punt it again. We're going to keep it right here. 1st and 10, LP at their own 28.
Yeah, 3 and out for the defense there after forcing the fumble on the last play. Good defensive stand again, right away. I like how they have Hackenberger spying on Carter, the quarterback. He's just staying at home and looking only for Carter to run. You know, he's not supporting the pass defense there, but it's worked out so far.
1st and 10, LP at their 28. Persich, straight drop back pass. Marion over the middle, incomplete. Boy, that was running over the middle, never easy, was Rylan Renkiewicz, and there were 2 Kaneland defenders there ready to hit him, and that goes incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up for LP. 35-0 late in the third. Rochelle over Ottawa. There's another check of our Subway scoreboard update. Still 6-0 here, LP. 3:50 to go in the third quarter. Second half of action from Howard Fellows Stadium. Closing in on the 9 o'clock hour. Two receivers to Marion's right. Moriarty in the backfield. Rinkiewicz goes in motion. Marion going to pass again. Throwing wide receiver screen to Zellers. Zellers turns it in too far because he runs right into a host of Kaneland defenders, and Zellers brought down for a loss. Landon was tackled at the 26, so it's a loss of 2.
Yeah, that's he had nowhere to go. He would have tried to turn it upfield right away like the normal kind of a quick bubble screen, and he had nowhere to go, so he brought it a little further inside and ran into a little bit of trouble there, but good defensive play by the Knights.
3rd and 12, LP at their own 26. Marion back to pass. Has time. Pocket breaks down now. He's going to run forward, get some yardage, and LP is going to have to punt it. Marion gets it up to about the original line of scrimmage, the 28-yard line. So give Marion 2 on that keeper, and LP will punt it right back to Kaneland.
Yeah, there's a 3 and out for the Knights.
Oh, we got an injured Cavalier. Oh boy, is that Marion? Yeah. Down on the LP sideline. And we're going to take an injury timeout. Let's send it to break. 2:40 to go here in the third quarter. Let's take an injury timeout. 6-0 LP. Back after this.
Tired of generic gear that doesn't represent your true colors? It's time to take the next step with the Locker Room. Whether you're hitting the field, court, or cheering from the stands, the Locker Room is your trusted partner for all your sporting goods and custom apparel needs. Just like the pros, the Locker Room understands what it takes to showcase your identity with quality and style. From team uniforms to fan gear, they have an extensive range of products to customize your dream look. Check them out online or visit Mike and the team in Spring Valley, and now on weekends in Utica. The Locker Room. Elevate your game today.
Hey, Possum, you see that gorgeous sport car coming this way? You want to jump out in front of it zigzag style, make them go in a ditch?
What's the point, Raccoon? They just take it to Heartland Auto Body and be fixed up like new.
They still at 1515 West Peru Street in Princeton?
Yep, you know Denny the Deer?
I love Denny the Deer.
Well, he messed up the front end of a truck 2 weeks ago. Saw it last night. It was like nothing happened. Heartland Auto Body fixed it up so good, they even handled the insurance paperwork.
Those guys are going to put us out of business. Guess it's time to get a real job, huh? Think they'd hire us as consultants?
For complete auto body and collision repair, plus paint, maintenance, and more, trust Heartland Auto Body. Give them a call at 879-7767.
Hi, I'm Tony Gindy from Carpet Weavers in Peru. It's time to fall into savings with our best deals of the season. Choose waterproof luxury vinyl floors and the installation is half off. Buy carpet and the installation is free. Plus, save on our best-selling floors during National Care Stand Month with rebates up to $1,000 on any Care Stand product. And buy it all with special 3 years free financing for a limited time only at Carpet Weavers in Peru on Mahoney Drive.
When a play breaks down on the field, you've got the rest of the game to make up for it. When something breaks down at home, you need prompt professional service. That's why Town & Country Services is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to ensure that your plumbing, heating, and cooling breakdowns are taken care of promptly and professionally. Town & Country offers free estimates and affordable rates. Their licensed professionals and friendly staff have been a staple in the Illinois Valley since 1919. Search Town & Country Services and call them anytime you have a breakdown at home.
Connecting Point, we provide solutions.
Don't you just love fall? Cooler temperatures, changing colors, and Halloween, where everybody gets to be a kid with costumes, candy, and the fun of being scared just a little bit. While being scared for Halloween is fun, opening your computer to find out all your data and files are gone is truly terrifying. Hi, this is Jeff at Connecting Point Computer Center in Peru. Good news, you never have to be scared about losing your files and data again. When you're a Connecting Point customer, your data is backed up 3 times over. First at your location, then at our Peru location, and a third time at our Princeton location. You can relax. Your data is safe and secure with triple backup protection from Connecting Point Computer Center. With your data safe, you can get back to decorating your home to scare the bejesus out of those trick-or-treaters.
Connecting Point Computer Center, online and on 4th Street in Peru.
Connecting Point, we provide solutions.
When you're at work, listen, team. Classic rock can take you far.
We've got to hold on to what we've got.
Download the WLPO app.
It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not.
And take your job.
Some will win.
To the next level.
Some will lose. Oh, come on. Like Johnson, some are born to sing the blues.
Bon Jovi and now Journey? Really?
That's the spirit. Hold on to that feeling.
1039 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Rock. At work, listen on FM 1039, AM 1220 with the free WLPO app, or ask your smart speaker to play 1039 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Jeremy Aiken, Derek Braden after a punt. Big pass over the middle for Kaneland that was completed to Carter Van Dyke. And I think we're going to have a hit up high on the tackle, so they'll tack on some yardage as Kaneland's going to be in the Edward Jones, Derek Braden red zone here.
So, looks like half the distance to the goal, not too much
8
more, yeah.
Almost a 9. First and goal, Kaneland. As he had a big pass play and a penalty. They empty out the backfield, throwing to Grabowski, and he gets it to about the 5. So they threw it to Grabowski out of the backfield. And looked like Mason Moheiser brought him down. Still not much for Grabowski, maybe 3. Second and goal, Kaneland at the LP 5. We're under a minute to play here in this third quarter. It is 6-0. LP clinging to a lead. They're looking for their third goal line stand of the night. Carter in the pistol. They'll empty the backfield. Carter going to take it and run. And he's tripped up at about the 2. That was Hackenberger bringing him down. You talked about it, Derek. He's just kind of keeping his eyes on the quarterback, and Hackenberger brought him down at the 2. Third and goal. Kaneland does not have to snap it here. Oh, and they got an injured player. So that'll stop the clock at 23 seconds. Let's take an injury timeout. 23 seconds to go. It's LP 6, Kaneland nothing. Back after this.
LP Cavalier fans, if you're looking for your next new or used car, just turn to the helpful people at Bill Walsh with over 1,000 vehicles available and more arriving daily. Top quality choices with a no-nonsense experience. 13 new car franchises and an endless selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Some with 10-year, 100,000-mile warranties. Stop by any of our 5 locations or shop 24/7 at BillWalsh.com. Schedule your next value-focused service online too. Bill Walsh and BillWalsh.com. Number 1 for a reason. Your fast, fun, and friendly dealer. Go LP!
Hi, I'm Marty Persich, owner of Map Quality Fencing and Decks. My son Marion is the quarterback of your LaSalle Peru Cavaliers. His grind and dedication on the field is something that inspires us every day here at Map Quality Fencing. We channel that same dedication into every project we do, offering many low-maintenance fence and deck options that are backed by lifetime warranties. So whether you're in need of a brand new deck or a safe place for your pets to roam, give us a call today at 815-579-2435 or visit mapqualityfencing.com.
This is Liz Bishop, wishing everyone in the LP High School community a fantastic school year. To our students, we're proud of your hard work in the classroom. Keep it up. To our athletes, stay focused, train well, and play hard. To our community, our students represent our future, and their efforts on and off the field deserve our encouragement. Your support matters. Please show up and cheer them on loudly. This is Liz Bishop. Good luck, LaSalle Peru Cavaliers. Make us proud.
What's your game plan this fall? Don't let your comfort get sidelined. Grazer's Plumbing and Heating is ready to tackle every heating and air problem head on. We proudly install and service Carrier heating and cooling systems known for their industry-leading performance and reliability. Call today for your fall clean and check. We'll ensure your home's comfort is a sure win all season long with a high-quality Carrier system. Call Grazer's Plumbing and Heating at 882-2111. That's 882-2111. Grazer's Plumbing and Heating and Carrier, a winning game plan.
We have great news for our Bill Walsh Streeter customers. Even though the Bill Walsh Streeter location is closed, we're happy to invite you to any of the 5 full-service Bill Walsh dealerships in Ottawa, just 16 miles to the north, including Bill Walsh Chevrolet, GMC Hummer, where we're also honoring all of your specials and loyalty perks. The same friendly faces you've trusted for years are now in Ottawa, including Pete Honiotis and John Rao, plus all of the technicians and sales staff too. To make it even easier, we're offering free pickup and delivery service for your service and parts needs, including free loaner cars. From simple maintenance like tires and batteries to major repairs, we can help. You'll find helpful people and a great selection from 13 new vehicle manufacturers, plus the largest used vehicle inventory anywhere. Always nearly 1,000 vehicles in stock for immediate delivery, and the best financing plans from household names that love Go Walsh deals. You'll continue to enjoy a fast, fun, and friendly service and sales experience. We still believe in and support the community we've called home since 1990. Go Walsh and BillWalsh.com. Number one for a reason.
Some limits apply. See dealer for details.
Looking for fun this weekend? From live music and local festivals to family-friendly events, you'll find it all in the Starved Rock Local Entertainment Guide at starvedrock.media. Whether you're planning a date night or a day out with the kids, your plans are covered. The Starved Rock Local Entertainment Guide is proudly sponsored by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Chad Gilbreth in downtown LaSalle, helping you invest in what matters most. The Starved Rock Local Entertainment Guide at Starved Rock Media, where your weekend begins.
Start your day with Rod and Tom. Then get updates throughout the day on 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Back to pass, Jalen Carter for Kaneland, and he's hit and fumbles it, and recovering it and running all the way is Mason Moheiser. 80-plus yards.
We'll give him 82 on that one.
All right, 82
roughly.
yards. Moheiser takes it to the house. He only had one guy to beat after recovering that fumble. And didn't quite see who forced the fumble. They were all over Carter, the quarterback. Probably Hackenberger, given that he's been all over Carter all night long. And that is a Town and Country Services Cavalier touchdown. We'll sort this all out. Here's the extra point attempt. Pantoja. Snap is down, the kick is up, and this one is good. So we're going to go with 82 yards on the fumble return. It was Mason Moheiser, correct?
Yes.
All right, that's what I thought. We got, of course, twins, Mason and Jaron. And we'll go with 82. Of course, we can always check the
official
instant replay, which are brought to you tonight by your local Edward Jones agent, Derek Braden. Let Derek take another look at your investments today. Maybe we'll ask Sad down there behind the camera, because he's got the ability with the instant replay, and we'll ask him how many yards in his estimation, Derek.
Yeah.
That was a long run regardless. And a great job by the LP defense again. That comes at 11:41 here in this fourth quarter. And again, that's a turnover. Probably brought to you by Beck's. Keep your car turning over with fuel from Beck's. Order delicious Beck's pizza or fresh donuts on the Beck's app. And that is another Town and Country Services touchdown and a Taylor Services extra point.
That could be another one that would have had the red flag to see if his arm was going forward.
Yeah.
He was just about to throw it.
Yep.
And the ball came out, a whole bunch of awkwardness there.
13-0. There's Pantoja with a kick, taking it about the 17. He's at the 25-30. They set up a big run here. Pantoja slows him down. Nice job by the kicker, at least slowing him down. That was, guess who? Carter Grabowski. He was like, finally, I got some running room. It wasn't as a running back, but.
Yeah, they sealed off that right side, and he was able to run it up the sideline until Pantoja got there.
And a lot of times that's what you ask from your kicker, at least just to slow the runner down. And that'll try to break his stride a little bit, the runner.
Yeah, this is a big break for Kaneland. They needed they got the field position right after going down by 2 scores.
So 1st and 10, Kaneland at the 40 of LP. 13-0 Cavaliers, 11:30 to go. Carter going to pass, looking left. Still looking left, has a man wide open. Caught at the 35, spins it inside 30 down to the 25. And it is a first down play, and the tackle made by Mason Moheiser. He's had a heck of a game. Mason, of course, the fumble return.
First attempt from LP.
So Kaneland trying to get on the board for the first time tonight. 13-0 LP. Carter going to roll right. Throwing, caught, 10. Down about the 7.
Same guy, number 24. That is
Stombres, yep. Downey with the tackle.
Speed there, yeah.
And just like that, boy, Kaneland answering the bell. They're deep in the Edward Jones, Derek Brayton red zone. 1st and goal at the 7. But we've seen tonight, this is where some of the Kaneland drives have stalled due to a very good LP defense. Bend, don't break, I guess you could say, of the Cavalier defense tonight. 1st and goal at the 7. 10.5 minutes to go in this ball game. Carter going to take it and run, and he is going to get in. First time tonight that he's had that much momentum going forward, and a big answer by Kaneland. A 7-yard touchdown run by Carter as they answer quickly. Just a minute and 15 seconds after the Cavaliers got a touchdown.
And 3 plays. That's what we said, 40. You know, they had good field position at the LP 40-yard line, and they took advantage.
So we got an injury timeout again in the end zone after that touchdown. Haven't quite seen who it is. It is 13-6, LP with the lead over Kaneland. The extra point is coming up for Kaneland. 13-6 is the score after the 82-yard fumble to the house, fumble return by Mason Moheiser for LP. Let's go ahead and take a quick, oh no, he's back up. We'll keep it here. Griffin May was shaken up, so we'll keep it here. Good to see Griffin getting up and walking on his own power to the sideline. Griffin's had a few injuries this year. In fact, it looks like he's wearing a kind of a cast. Not kind of. He's got a cast on his right arm.
Dislocated thumb, I think, home game ago. Last home game, I believe.
So here's the point after touchdown attempt coming up from Kaneland. It's 13-6. LP with the lead over the Knights. We'll take a quick break after this PAT attempt from Kaneland. Setting the stage for a frantic finish here. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is likewise good. So with 10:26 to go, let's take a break. It's LP 13, Kaneland 7. Back with more Cavalier football after this. Presented by Grazer's Plumbing and Heating.
Down, set, hut. Ah, my back.
Whether you're getting down in a three-point stance, getting down off a ladder, or getting down on the dance floor, you need a chiropractor on your healthcare team. Dr. Mike Gergovich at Gergovich Family Chiropractic in LaSalle utilizes the most advanced technology to provide care for men, women, and children of all ages. Go to drgergovich.com to see all the ways having a chiropractor on your team can help you on your way to a healthy lifestyle. That's drgergovich.com.
Hi, I'm Max Crady. My mom is Selen Ellen. She has dedicated her career to helping people get a home to call their own. If you're a first-timer, empty nester, or somewhere in between, you can be certain that Selen Ellen will be there for you. Many folks, just like you, have used Blackhawk Brokerage to find or sell their home. You should too. To get started, call or message my mom, Selen Ellen, today, or go to blackhawkbrokers.com. That is blackhawkbrokers.com.
The biggest games and the best matchups are on 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Jeremy Aiken, Derek Brayton back. You got to be on top of things here, Derek, and watch. There it is. There's the onside kick for Kaneland, and they got it. They got it. It went off an LP player's hands. Wow, what a turn of events. It looked like Daniel Edwall got a piece of it for LP, but couldn't bring it in. And Kaneland, wow, trying to turn this thing around quickly. They're down 13-7, but they get the onside kick at 10:22 to go here in the fourth.
Yeah, that got past the first line of the receiving team, LP. And then it should have been up to the guys behind, but someone from the front line kind of dove backwards for it and tipped it away from their own receiving.
I had a funny feeling that was coming, and sure enough.
Again at the LP 40.
So let's see if the LP defense can make a stand here. Carter going to pass. He's looking deep, throwing. One-on-one coverage, coming back for it, incomplete. And he was looking for his favorite receiver there, Freiders. And looked like Rinkewitz was back there in coverage. Also back deep, Gio Logrenzi.
Yeah, good coverage. The receiver was trying to hold him off.
Yeah.
Actually, would have not pass interference, I guess, but he was using his arm to keep the defender off of him and
jockeying for position.
Yep. Little hand fighting or whatever.
2nd and 10, Carter. Oh, what a nice catch. He had a lot of zip on that one. And making the catch for short gain. Majerus, their tight end, he comes up a little shaken up.
Yeah, pick up a 4 right there. So Carter's starting to find his stride a little bit in the passing department here.
Yeah, they've kind of abandoned the run. And it's worked for them so far, but this is a 3rd down. 3rd and 6. Obviously, 4-down territory for Kaneland. Clock down to 9:30 to go in this ball game. Spring Valley Citibank thrilling 4th quarter action. It's going to be a thrilling finish. Carter in trouble, brought down.
Number 44.
Caden Small.
Caden Small got a hold of his jersey and yanked him down for a big loss there.
Wow. If we had a play of the game, that would definitely be a candidate.
An 8-yard loss.
Caden Small got to the quarterback. And now what do you do if you're Kaneland? Perhaps you punt it, pin LP deep. Right now they're looking like they're just going to go for this.
Yeah.
4th and 14. We're under 9 minutes to go. The clock is ticking.
Don't jump.
Straight drop back pass for Carter. Throwing over the middle. Caught wide open. 1st down. Wow. Ice in their veins. You got to give them credit as Carter found his receiver, Stombrace. Wow. 4th and 14 conversion for Kaneland. That's a backbreaker. Down to the LP 26.
Yeah, that's the guy that's gotten the 2 big pass plays a little earlier going this direction. Back to back on that 3-play touchdown drive. That's his 3rd catch.
Under 8.5 minutes to go. Let's see if Carter, he's going to pass again. They're going to run a screen. 25, he's got blocks. 20, 15, 10, 5 touchdown. They ran a screen, 26 yards out.
Flag down, holding.
Wow, that's why he got so open, I guess. That was Brown. Kaneland coach, very animated. And I think he's animated at his own. Well, I don't know. I can't.
No, he's
talking to the official. Yeah. So that's coming back. That's a big penalty against Kaneland.
So it was right at the 1st down marker. It's a spot foul back to the original line of scrimmage, I guess.
So not a huge, obviously not a loss, but yeah, it takes 6 points away.
Yep.
8:15 to go in this ball game. Carter gonna pass, rolling left. Pocket collapses. He's under pressure, throwing incomplete. And nice pressure by Mason Moheiser.
Yeah, don't take him down.
He flushed Carter out of the pocket, made him throw it away.
He was 14, 15 yards deep in the pocket. The LP pressure. This defense, boy, they're getting after it.
Yep. 2nd and 10 coming up for Kaneland at the Cavalier 26. 13-7 LP. Kaneland with the ball at the Cavalier 26-yard line. Grabowski goes in motion. Carter going to take it himself and brought down by Hackenberger.
The spy.
Yep. He got a hold of Carter, would not let go. That's no gain on the play.
Yeah, loss of a yard even.
Update, Morris 43-3 over Sycamore. So a running clock. I know Sycamore's down from their standards, but they're definitely not used to having a running clock. 3rd down and 11, so they say a loss of 1. It'll be a sack for Hackenberger. Carter back to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's in trouble. Running for his life. Still looking, throwing way out of bounds. Incomplete. Camden Greathouse was among the Cavaliers pursuing Carter.
You know, Jeremy, it's not just the linebacker. It's not just Hackenberger. It is the defensive linemen that are getting penetration, and Moreheiser from the defensive end. These guys are just swarming through.
You had a big sack earlier from Caden Small. Big play here. Kaneland's already had 1 4th down conversion.
One time.
Play clock's down to 10. They break the huddle. 4th and 11, Kaneland at the LP 27. Crowd rises.
Delay.
Nope, they got a timeout before the delay game. Yeah. They were running out of time, and Kaneland calls a timeout. We'll keep it right here as we set the stage for a big play coming up. 4th and 11. Kaneland. Final score, Rochelle 42-3 over Ottawa. Of course, this is a thrilling 4th quarter of action brought to you by Spring Valley City Bank. And, of course, all replays on our Star Rock Media YouTube channel tonight, brought to you by your local Edward Jones agent, Derek Brayton. Let Derek take another look at your investments today. 4th and 11 for Kaneland at the LP 27. Here we go. LP fans on their feet. Carter, straight drop back pass. Flushed out of the pocket, looking over the middle. And it is incomplete, and they throw a flag. Wow, big call made by that official.
Yeah, I think he might have had him wrapped, had his arm around him on.
It'll go on Renkewitz, and that'll keep this drive alive for Kaneland. Wow.
Well, I would need to see that one again. That's a possibility. It came over to the top. It's might have wrapped him up a little bit. Not sure.
So the officials discussing here.
It's from the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 1st down, though.
7:14 to go in this one as the ball is spotted now just outside the LP 8.
Bear down here. 4 down territory.
2 timeouts left for Kaneland. LP with all 3 of their timeouts. Grabowski in the backfield with Carter.
Now this gives him more options that they're inside the 15. Carter could run.
Carter rolling right, finds there was a receiver. Not much there. It was Freiders.
Short gain on the play brings it inside
down to the 9.
5 yards.
Kaneland can get a 1st down.
5 yards to go.
And he went out of bounds, so stops the clock at 7:09. Kaneland with it at the LP 9. Carter running right, breaks the tackle, still going, 5, touchdown. Carter had a lot of blockers out there. And Carter gets in from 9 yards out, so Kaneland takes advantage of the pass interference call to keep that drive alive. Still a lot of time to go, 7:03 here. And now we got an injured Cavalier down on the field on the far sideline. Let's take a break. Big extra point coming up. 13-13 is the score. LP and Kaneland. Kaneland just tied it up. A point after attempt coming up, but we've got an injured Cavalier down in the end zone. Jeremy Aiken, Derek Brayton here from Howard Fellows Stadium, setting up for a big finish in the Spring Valley City Bank fourth quarter. Back after this 13-13 game.
Just like on the field, when it comes to your finances, every play counts. Hi, I'm Mike Porter, commercial lender at Eureka Savings Bank. Whether it's a savings account to help you build your future, a loan to tackle that dream home or business, or mobile banking to keep you in the game no matter where you are, we've got you covered. Because at Eureka Savings Bank, your financial victory is our goal. Experience Eureka. Eureka Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Experience Eureka. Eureka Savings Bank.
If Tom Petty, Bob Seeger, and John Mellencamp are some of your favorite players, stick around after the game. 103.9 WLPO, Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Jeremy Aiken, Derek Brayton back. It is 13-13. LP and Kaneland tied up with 7:03 to go here in this fourth quarter. LP was leading just a few minutes ago, 13-0. And Kaneland has stormed back, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead here. Cavaliers went up 13-0 on the fumble return for a touchdown by Mason Mohiser. 11:41 to go in the fourth. But then Kaneland on a good kick return finished a touchdown drive, a Carter 7-yard run. And then Kaneland driving down thanks to a pass interference call. Their drive was kept alive, and the drive recently finished off seconds ago by Jalen Carter from 9 yards out. So all important extra point right here. 13 all.
Yeah, you said a lot of time left either way. LPs can make a long drive themselves.
LP still all 3 timeouts left.
Finally getting them off the field. That was Downey.
Downey, yeah.
Yeah, sophomore.
So here it is, the extra point for the lead for Kaneland. High snap. The kick is blocked. The kick was blocked. It was a high snap. Wow. Wow, we have a 13-all game. Gio Lagrenzi was in the area. Jaron Mohiser. So we're tied at 13. And all of a sudden the momentum shifts back to LP as we got a tie game and the Cavaliers have the football with 7:03 to go. Plenty of time here. Of course, that drive for Kaneland set up by an onside kick.
Right.
I don't think they will do that again, but you never know.
Well, this has been some kind of battle defensively for LP, and then the onside kick. As you said, they had their 2 scores both from the LP 40-yard line, so not much. A 3-play possession, and now 12 plays, 40 yards. LP's got to get their own field position here.
Yep. It's been a while since LP's offense was on the field.
Yeah, the touchdown fumble return for a touchdown.
Yeah, and then the onside kick.
Yeah,
LP has not had the ball in the fourth quarter offensively.
Correct.
And here is the kick. They're going to kick it deep this time. And it's returnable at the 8. 15, 20, 25. And Zellers gets it out to about the 30 or about the 27, 28 yard line. Landon Zellers with the kick return. 1st and 10 LP at their own 28. 6:57 to go in this Spring Valley Citibank fourth quarter. Final score, Morris 50-10 over Sycamore. So Morris one win away from a perfect regular season and more than likely a #1 seed in the playoffs. Persich handoff, Moriarty, big running room, and Easton gets a push from behind, gets it all the way out to the 34. That's a gain of 6 yards on the first down carry for Easton Moriarty. Moriarty's been getting more yardage in this second half. And that's big because you need contributions from everybody here to try to bring this one home. 2nd down and 4 LP at their own 34. Marion, drop back pass, throwing, and Zellers with a nice catch.
That's a great catch between two defenders.
He's been quiet receiving tonight as Zellers, but he makes a huge catch when they need him the most. First down out of bounds at the LP 40. That's another Cavalier completion brought to you by Eureka Savings Bank. 1st and 10 LP at their own 40. Clock rolling under 6 minutes to play. And Persich fake handoff. Marion turns it up. Stiff arming the defender and gets about 1 yard. About 1.5 on that carry. Second down and 9 coming up for LP. Ball spotted just outside the Cavalier 41-yard line.
Yeah, they need to be able to put the ball in the air, like we said. Some short passes. The last one 6 yards to sidelines. They got plenty of time.
Yep.
Wind at their back for a field goal if they need it.
2nd and 9. Persich going to keep it. Turns the corner. 45-50. Kaneland 40. And really close to being hit late, but a nice job by the Kaneland defender holding up. I don't see any flags, so that's a big run by Persich. Gain of about 19.
Yeah, I got 18 on that one. Yep. We'll give him 19.
That's huge because now you got a fresh set of downs, run some more clock. He did go out of bounds, so the clock will stop at 5:06 to go in the fourth.
Vegas.
But huge run by Marion Persich as he got the corner. 1st and 10 LP at the 40 of Kaneland. Marion going to pass, looking right, throwing deep, looking for Zellers. And LP wanted a pass interference on their end as they were jockeying, but no call. He went for it all with Zellers. Zellers still looking for the flag, not going to get it.
No, that was a little bit overthrown too, unless he was being held back. He wasn't going to catch that one. That prior run by Persich, set up by the Moriarty up the middle.
Yeah.
And they did the fake, almost like a play action, and could be kind of a run option there.
2nd and 10. Marion handoff. There's another big run by Moriarty. Easton spins down about the 32. A gain of 8, almost 9 on the carry for Easton Moriarty.
He's having a good second half here, Jeremy. 34 yards on just 5 carries here in the second half. About 7 yards per pop.
Big run by Moriarty. 3rd and 2 LP. We're down to 4.5 minutes to go in this Spring Valley Citibank fourth quarter. 3rd and short, 4 down territory for LP. Marion going to run. And he's hit immediately and not going to get that first down. Probably back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like. So play of the game upcoming right now. 4th and 2 LP at the Kaneland 32. We're under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. What's your call here, Coach?
I think you got to do the old play action there, and give him that run pass option. He can roll out to he normally would go to the right, but I think I'd run away from number 62 also. Here it is.
Persic keeps it. Marion gets there, and he's still on his feet. And Persic inside the 20. There is a flag. Oh, it's coming back. A hold on LP. And this LP crowd not happy at all as they've had some calls go against them in this fourth and final quarter.
Yeah, the official that makes that call, he is pretty adamant about the hold. I didn't see it myself, but it's on the interior of the line.
Before the year, they weren't going to call holds on the backside.
So that'll move him back. The LP would have had a fresh set of downs.
It's going to cost them about 8 on the penalty, on a spot foul.
At the 40 now.
Yeah. It's a 10-yard penalty, but it'll only be 8 yards off the first down. It went from 4th and 2 to 4th and 10.
It's a big play here. 4th and 10. LP obviously going for it.
You got to be careful here.
Persic, straight drop back for Marion. He's got time. Rolling. Still looking to pass. And a Kaneland player didn't even see him. And Marion goes down. He just couldn't find anybody. Oh, we got a late flag. On top of it, after the play, we'll see if it's on LP or Kaneland.
51 did get tackled by our right hand. Well, there's a penalty out there.
So LP does not get
one way in the defensive secondary.
It was an after the play flag that the back linesman threw. So it's going to be probably unsportsmanlike conduct on somebody. We got a Kaneland player down through that whole mess.
With no helmet.
Marion, it was something to see on the Edward Jones, Derek Braden replay. He ran back in the middle of the field, and there literally was a Kaneland player with his back turned. He didn't know the play was coming towards him.
Looked like he was talking to the sideline, didn't he?
Yep. And it goes on LP, and the LP fans erupt once again as, unfortunately, the penalties have went against LP in this fourth and final quarter.
That come from the line of scrimmage, or... I mean, that's even almost 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
But the back judge threw it way back there.
There was a little extracurricular activity. I noticed it. There was a Kaneland player on the turf. And I don't know if he egged the LP guy on or not, but wow. 15-yard mark off, and just like that, Kaneland now 1st and 10. At the LP 43-yard line.
That's what I meant to. I got to be careful because they're starting to throw the football now, and at the 43.
Carter back to pass, looking deep. Has a man down the middle, caught, touchdown. What a turnaround, 43 yards.
That might actually not be a bad thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe
that they scored so quickly. I don't want them to score. I don't mean that, but score on one play. LP still got 3 minutes.
Exactly 3 minutes to go. 43-yard pass. Frieders from Carter. And Kaneland now has 19 unanswered points here in this fourth quarter. And they're looking to go up 7 with this extra point. The calls that went against LP here in the fourth, and this game has flipped around. A big holding call and a run by Persic. Big pass interference call against LP. LP thought they might have gotten one against Kaneland earlier. Didn't go their way. And that big pass play set up by an after the play unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. LP's got time. As Derek mentioned, they got to shake this off. And it is 20-13. Kaneland over LP. 3 minutes to go It all starts hopefully with a good kick return here.
Yeah, the penalty after the fact, not only, but the fourth down stop, you're giving good field position again, and then on top of that, all three of their scores have now come from 40-yard line or in LP territory. They didn't, that shortens the field dramatically.
That hold was
obviously
the back-breaking play on that drive. Marion had a first down run, but called back on a holding call. LP could have conceivably almost tried to run the clock down and try to get a score here, but not to be, as a penalty was called. And again, LP's got to shake it off. 20-13. An onside kick, penalties, a little bit of everything here in this fourth quarter. Here's the kick. It's returnable at the 15, the 20. Dorr at the 25, and he's tackled about the 28-yard line. That was Reagan Dorr. So, 2:54 to go.
Well, LP can just take their time, use the sideline. They have all three timeouts. Don't have to go for the home run ball each time.
First and 10, LP at their own 28, down now 20-13. Marion over the middle, caught by Rinkewitz at the 35. Not much after the catch, but a quick 7-yard gain on that Eureka Savings Bank Cavalier completion. Second and 3, LP going to go no huddle. They haven't done this much this year. Marion rolling right. Looking, throwing, and no, juggling it incomplete. Helmick almost brought it in, but he got hit and brought down. Couldn't hang on to it. Allstott with the hit for Kaneland. Nice effort by Helmick, still almost brought that one down.
Yeah, good coverage, good pass. Nearly a really good catch.
Third down and 3 coming up for LP.
Yeah, get the first down first.
Yep.
Still got lots of time. 2:25, clock stopped.
And they're going to get that first down with Moriarty. Easton out, and he fumbled it. Well, he fumbled it backwards right to a teammate. And they caught it at the 41, so LP's able to maintain possession and keep the chains moving. First down. Fresh set of downs for the Cavs.
Yeah, good run there by Moriarty, too.
Persich over the middle. Wow. Threw it and hit immediately was Helmick. That was Allstott again.
It's a heck of a catch.
Yeah,
it's a heck of a catch. Gain
we got 4 yards on that Eureka Savings Bank Cavalier completion. Second and 6 at the 45. We're down to $1:45 to go in this ball game. Marion back to pass. Looking, he's going to run. He's got first down. Oh, he tripped and fell.
At about hit on the ground.
That would the NFL. That would have been a flag. They love to protect their quarterbacks. LP going to use their first time out here. Third and 1, LP right at the 50-yard line. What a game here.
Well, second week in a row we've had a really fun one.
Yeah.
Hopefully LP can at least tie this one up.
Last week they fell just short to Sycamore on the road. And this one they're trailing late against Kaneland at home. Kaneland rated 10th in Class 5A this week. Down from 7th the week before after they were edged by Rochelle last Friday night. Third and short for LP. They got 2 cracks at this. See if they go back to Moriarty, although he did fumble the last time. And Marion's going to pass. Going deep on 3rd and 1. He has Rinkewitz. Oh! Just over the shoulder. He got behind the defender. But the sideline was coming up on Ryland as well. Great effort. The ball may have sailed a little bit on Marion, too.
Yeah, I don't know about the wind, but yeah, it's not what it was. The flags are pretty still, but you are still got some behind you.
So here's the ball game. 4th and 1 at the 50. 1:24 to go. Is Marion going to call his own number here? And nope, they go Moriarty. Easton, 40, 35, still going. 30, 25. Hold on to the ball, Easton. 20, down to the 15-yard line. What a run by Easton Moriarty. Coming out party in this game for Easton Moriarty here.
35-yard carry. That's his best run of the year, no question about it. Not only with the power up the middle for the first down, he had some moves when he got to the outside.
Just like that, LP in the Edward Jones, Derek Brayton red zone. We're under a minute to go. Clock is running down. 1st and 10 LP at the 15. Marion fakes the handoff. He's in trouble, going to throw. Oh, it's almost intercepted. Wow. Oof. That was Allstott again, who's been a pest in this 4th quarter for Kaneland, for LP. So, no harm done. It's an incomplete pass.
Stops the clock.
Yep. 46 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 LP at the 15. They need a touchdown. And they obviously need an extra point. If not, will they go for 2? Well, got to get that 6 first.
Yeah, let's get to 6.
46 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 LP at the Kaneland 15. What a ball game it's been. Persich straight drop back pass. Marion looking. He's flushed out. Left. He's got to throw it. He ducks under 15. Marion down the sideline. They're going to say he stepped out just in front of the first down marker. So the clock, though, should stop. I think it's going to be 3rd and 1 at the Kaneland 6. Wow, what a run by Persich. I didn't think he had much of anything there. And he
gained him 9.
Ducked under a couple defenders, tiptoed the sideline. Clock stops at 36 seconds.
2 timeouts. Yeah, 2 timeouts to go.
3rd and 1. Let's see if they get it back to Moriarty or Persich calls his own number here. Marion going to run it up the middle. First down. Lunging forward. No. Oh, 1 to 5. There we go. Touchdown. Touchdown Cavaliers from 6 yards out. Marion Persich. 6-yard run, 29 seconds to go, and we got ourselves a tie, or actually Cavaliers down by 1. Now decision time for LP. They're going to talk about it. They'll call a timeout. That LP touchdown brought to you by Town & Country Services, doing whatever it takes 24/7. Plumbing, electric, heating, and cooling for over 100 years. See everything they can do for you at townandcountryservices.com. 20-19 is the score. On the road, Derek, normally you would go for 2. At home, usually by the book, you go for the tie. But you're 2-5. Kaneland's 5-2. You're at home. You got momentum. You got Marion Persich at quarterback. Go for 2. Go for the win. Go for the lead. I don't want to say the win.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, because Kaneland still got 30 seconds.
I'm not saying anything. I don't know. I normally would.
They're going for 2
for the tie, and their defense has been really strong here. I don't know. Kaneland's picked that up offensively in the second half, but they're going for it.
Here we go. Going for 2. And now Kaneland will counter with a timeout. Each team will be left with 1 timeout as the wheels are turning on both sides of the football here.
I do like that they spread the field. I like that they have receivers right and left, single setback, and they're spreading that defense out.
You know, and if you're LP, I mean, obviously Easton Moriarty's done really well in the fourth quarter. So Kaneland's got to respect him. You got to respect the pass, and obviously got to respect number 8 tucking the ball down.
Yep, I think if you're going to do that, you're going to let Marion do a little roaming and see what he can. If he can throw it, he can run it. You know, certainly is capable of running the football for 3 yards here.
So here we go.
We got single coverage on the left there.
And it's right up the middle. Marion Persic almost untouched. And that Cavalier 2-point conversion brought to you by Taylor Services. You can plan on scoring extra points in comfort with Taylor Services. They service all makes and models and carry today's most popular brands. And enjoy that instant replay. Brought to you by Edward Jones agent Derek Braden. Let Derek take another look at your investments today. Nothing fancy, Derek, but when you got Marion Persic, boy, 2 yards is a lot to ask a defense to stop him.
Yeah, how about that offensive line, too? What a hole there for running. They have really controlled the line of scrimmage with, with the one exception of number 62. And he's kind of been a little bit more silent here in the second half. He's a heck of a player. They've done a good job against this bigger defensive line. Real nice job.
So this is a big kickoff here. Kaneland had a big return earlier in the night. And they'll have back deep. You got Grabowski and Van Dyke. So some dangerous players. I think you want to do a squib kick here, wouldn't you?
I would think you don't want to kick it to Grabowski again. Maybe put it into that second line there where you usually have a tight end or two.
Pantoja with the kick. And oh boy, goes right out of bounds. Coach Raffleson kind of looks and said, what? I don't think that was...
They get it at the 35.
Yeah, I don't think that's what they wanted to do.
Not take any time off the clock either. You know.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, squib kick. At least you get the ball rolling around. All right, still an uphill battle for Kaneland. They only have one timeout. 29 seconds left. You got to watch number 1.
And 24. He's had more than a few grabs.
They got some weapons.
He's only had 3 catches, but they've all been double-digit length. I think I'm putting some pressure on this QB.
Prevent defense, but we'll see if LP rushes more than 3.
Yeah, he hasn't handled the pressure well. I don't think. He's got a couple of fumbles here today.
And let's hope the referees put the flags away for these last 29 seconds unless something's really obvious. Carter going to pass. He's in trouble. And he's sacked. There you go, Griffin May. Griffin May with the sack, and he celebrates. Call no. And he's going to get a penalty for celebrating. Well, and that's going to stop the clock at 17 seconds. So Griffin has reason to be excited. And referee's going to call that every time, even though there's only 17 seconds. Although Coach Raffleson's still going to say, you know what, don't make this last 20 seconds about you guys either. Let them play this out. So it was a sack, but then after the play, it'll be a personal foul, so they'll move it up to the 45-yard line. 17.6 seconds, so it'll be a first and about 1 now. So second and 1 for Kaneland. So late in the game, the official decides to send a message here. No celebrating on my watch. Carter back to pass, looking, throwing a screen pass to 50. 45 hit hard. first down. That'll momentarily stop the clock.
They got a timeout. Kaneland's got a timeout,
That's
too.
Brown.
Let's see if they're... I don't know why they're going to... Do they not have a timeout? There's a timeout on the board.
They got one left.
But they grounded it there.
Yep, 9 seconds left. Brown with the catch. Keenan Brown made the catch, so they spiked the ball with 9.1 seconds to go. And now all of a sudden you can hear a pin drop here as everybody was fired up and everybody's kind of taking a breath right now.
Well, they're saving the timeout. They only need a field goal here. They got a good kicker, so.
And Carter kind of muffs the snap. Going to pass, looking deep. And it is caught.
Caught and a timeout.
Wow, what a catch made. And that was Frieders, went down and got it. All the way down to the LP 15, 1.7 seconds to go. Wow. An instant classic here, and Kaneland's going to have a field goal to try to win it. A walk-off field goal with 1.7 seconds to go.
It's going to be looks like about a 32-yard field goal attempt
from the right
hash. Yeah.
Not a chip shot by any means, especially in high school.
Hope he got the block on the last one.
The LP's got to make sure they stay at home here and don't give them a freebie 5 yards. So here we go. Their kicker is McKittrick. It'll be a 32-yard field goal. Do you call a timeout here in Iceland? Why not? Why not call a timeout?
Yeah, he might.
Might as well. That's what they're doing, yep. Yep, might as well. There's no reason not to. 1.7 seconds to go, and that is the final timeout. 21-20 is the score. Kaneland about ready to attempt a 32-yard field goal. Going to want to watch this game again as we archive the LP games on our Star Rock Media YouTube channel. We thank Grazer's Plumbing and Heating, presenting sponsor. It's either going to be elation or heartbreak here for LP in 1.7 seconds.
Well, he sure has the leg for it. There's no question about it, but he's got to have some accuracy.
5'11" senior kicker McKittrick on the right hash mark. 32-yard field goal attempt. Snap is high, the kick is up, and it is a line drive. Good. Wow. McKittrick get plenty of distance, a line drive field goal, 32 yards. And Kaneland with a walk-off win over LP, 23-21. Well, you mentioned Derek, their kicker has a leg, and he got it through from 32 yards out. Heartbreaker for LP. We see so many of these walk-off field goals in the NFL these days. 23-21, Kaneland defeats LP. What an effort by the LP Cavaliers as they just fall short to the Kaneland Knights. What more can you say? We'll try to make sense of this one coming up with our post-game show in moments here on 103.9 WLPO. What a game, an instant classic all the way around. LP and Kaneland, 23-21. The Kaneland Knights win. They score all 23 of their points in the fourth quarter. to win 23-21. So Kaneland with the win, 23-21. Let's take a break, and we'll come back with some final numbers, some final thoughts. 23-21 Kaneland over LP. Back after this.
Hi, I'm Marty Persich, owner of Map Quality Fencing and Decks. My son Marian is the quarterback of your LaSalle Peru Cavaliers. His grind and dedication on the field is something that inspires us every day here at Map Quality Fencing. We channel that same dedication into every project we do, offering many low-maintenance fence and deck options that are backed by lifetime warranties. So whether you're in need of a brand new deck or a safe place for your pets to roam, give us a call today at 815-579-2435 or visit mapqualityfencing.com.
This is Liz Bishop, wishing everyone in the LP High School community a fantastic school year. To our students, we're proud of your hard work in the classroom. Keep it up. To our athletes, stay focused, train well, and play hard. To our community, our students represent our future, and their efforts on and off the field deserve our encouragement. Your support matters. Please show up and cheer them on loudly. This is Liz Bishop. Good luck, LaSalle Peru Cavaliers. Make us proud.
Do you see yourself traveling, working part-time, or moving somewhere warmer when you retire? Hi, I'm Derek Brayton, your Oglesby Edward Jones financial advisor, and I want to help make your retirement goals a reality. Let's talk about where you are, where you want to be, and how we get you there. Together, we can plan for the expected and make sure you're ready for the unexpected. Call me at 815-883-9556 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
When a play breaks down on the field, you've got the rest of the game to make up for it. When something breaks down at home, you need prompt professional service. That's why Town & Country Services is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to ensure that your plumbing, heating, and cooling breakdowns are taken care of promptly and professionally. Town & Country offers free estimates and affordable rates. Their licensed professionals and friendly staff have been a staple in the Illinois Valley since 1919. Search Town & Country Services and call them anytime you have a breakdown at home.
Starved Rock Local Mornings with Rod and Tom on 103.9 WLPO.
Jeremy Aiken back at Howard Fellows Stadium. A stunned crowd heads home tonight as LP falls just short in pulling off the upset tonight, losing 23-21 to Kaneland. Field goal as time expired from 32 yards out by McKittrick of Kaneland. Breaks the Cavaliers' hearts tonight. LP falls to 2-6. Kaneland improves to 6-2. Scoring summary in this one. No scoring in the first. Marian Persic, a 54-yard touchdown run in the second. The kick was no good. LP still led 6-0 all the way into the fourth and final quarter. And what a wild fourth quarter it was. Kaneland got all 23 of their points in that fourth quarter. The first score of the fourth quarter was a Mason Moheiser fumble return for a touchdown. 19 seconds in, the kick was good. LP was leading 13-0. But then Kaneland, a minute 15 later, Carter ran a 7-yard touchdown run. The kick was good. Kaneland then got an onside kick, and with 7:03 left, Carter ran one in from 9 yards. The kick was blocked. So it was a 13-13 game. LP had a drive going. Unfortunately, a big holding call. And what they thought were hoping was a pass interference call wasn't made. And then Kaneland got the ball back with 3 minutes left. They completed a 43-yard touchdown pass. The kick was good. But LP wasn't done. The Cavaliers then had a big drive at the end of the game. Marian Persic finished it off with a 6-yard run with 29 seconds, and he added the PAT. Then Kaneland had the ball. The ball was running out. There was a sack and a huge penalty, personal foul for celebrating. And then Kaneland got those yardage, got a couple big pass plays, drove it down, 1.7 seconds left, used their last time out, and their kicker kicked it through with 32 seconds left to win 23-21. Not much action, Derek, in the first three quarters, but a full game's worth in that fourth quarter.
Well, there was good defensive action for LP. Fantastic. They've played 5 quarters in a row without giving up a point. That's quite an accomplishment. I haven't seen that in a long time. And fourth quarter was about as exciting as it gets. And another big game for Marian in both the running and the passing department. Ran for 154 yards on 22 carries, 2 touchdowns. Big breakout game for Houston Moriarty, 76 yards on 10 carries. Real nice running night for him, including the big 35-yard run in the fourth quarter. Persich, 15 of 24, 156 yards through the air. 5 catches for Helmig in this game, led the Cavaliers, and 5 catches for Renkewitz as well. So real nice job for those guys. Penalties really hurt the Cavaliers tonight. 76 yards of penalties, eight penalties, 76 yards.
And again, I mentioned it earlier in the game, Derek. Sometimes it's not so much the what as far as what penalties, it's when they happen.
Very true.
And there were some big ones in that fourth quarter that went against LP.
Yeah, Kaneland and Carter really turned it on the second half in the passing department. He threw for just 85 yards in the first half. Of course, LP really controlled the football and the clock. He ended up with 204 yards passing. 16 of 26, 6 catches for number 11. That was Brown, Keenan Brown, the leader there, 6 catches. So just 3 penalties for the Knights.
So 23-21 is the final score. Kaneland beats LP. We're going to take our final break. We come back, we'll have our player of the game and our drive of the game, and wrap it up. Kaneland with a 32-yard field goal at the buzzer to beat LP. 23-21 back after this.
Your friendly neighborhood Beck's is a proud supporter of LaSalle Peru Cavalier football. The next time you're out, make sure you stop into Beck's. Whether you need to fill up, grab a snack and a drink, or treat yourself to some delicious pizza, stop in Beck's, offering fuel, food, and friendly faces in 18 Central Illinois locations, including LaSalle, Peru, and Oglesby. Everyone at Beck's wishes the Cavaliers a fun and safe season.
What's your game plan this fall? Don't let your comfort get sidelined. Grazer's Plumbing and Heating is ready to tackle every heating and air problem head on. We proudly install and service Carrier heating and cooling systems known for their industry-leading performance and reliability. Call today for your fall clean and check. We'll ensure your home's comfort is a sure win all season long with a high-quality Carrier system. Call Grazer's Plumbing and Heating at 882-2111. That's 882-2111. Grazer's Plumbing and Heating and Carrier, a winning game plan.
Score a big flavor at 4-Star Family Restaurant in Peru. Whether it's burgers, crispy fish, hot sandwiches, or breakfast all day, you'll always make the winning play when you choose 4-Star. Get big portions, great prices, and friendly service every time. Fuel up before kickoff or celebrate after the game at 4-Star Family Restaurant on May Road, just north of I-80 in Peru. Check them out online at 4starrestaurantil.com. 4-Star Family Restaurant, where every meal is a touchdown. Let's go Cavs!
Let's see what's happening at Dan Chris Nursery in Streeter.
Oh, wow, Greg. The trees you brought in from the fields look great.
Thanks. I have some more arborvitae to bring in, but on this load, we have a bunch of shade trees and evergreens.
So what's on your trailer?
Mostly oaks.
Ooh, I see some white oaks. That's the Illinois state tree.
It is. There are also red maples, river birch, and some thornless honey locusts.
They look great. These bald and burlap trees have such a great start on growth, and because they're grown in our fields, they are adapted to our climate. How old are these trees?
Most of them have been in the fields for 5 to 7 years. The evergreens were planted when Killian was just 2.
Wow, they've seen a lot of our weather patterns, and in that time, they've really grown.
I'd say most of the shade trees are around 12 foot tall.
And they weigh?
Yeah, close to 400 pounds.
They've really grown a lot. As the old saying goes, the best time to plant a shade tree was 20 years ago.
And the next best time is today.
Thinking of planting a tree? Dan Chris has all shapes and sizes. Call today to see what they have in stock at Dan Chris Nursery in Streeter.
Leaves are changing, pumpkin spice is back, and you're rooting on your favorite team under those Friday night lights. Hi, I'm Spencer Lukey. Whether it's time to pregame or change the lineup in your retirement strategy, let WeTech Wealth Management quarterback your financial plan. A good quarterback pays attention to details, communicates effectively, and makes adjustments during the game. If you're ready to tackle your financial future, the team at WeTech Wealth Management will help you put together a winning game plan.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
The 103.9 WLPO app.
I have the app.
I love the app.
I have the app and lost 20 pounds. I'm actually running again.
Download the app today.
Well, it's more like walking, but hey.
Weight loss may vary.
You got to get the app.
1039 WLPO, a tradition of news and sports. 1039 WLPO, Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Jeremy Aiken, Derek Brayton back high atop Howard Fellows Stadium. It was Kaneland pulling out a win tonight, 23-21 over LP. Time now for our LP Drive of the Game. It's brought to you by the Bill Walsh Automotive Group. Find your next ride at BillWalsh.com without doing any driving at all. That's BillWalsh.com. And Derek, impressive drive after impressive drive. Now, unfortunately, at the beginning of the game, you know, if we could have just got one more of those drives ending in points, it just didn't happen. But I would say we go with a drive that put them ahead briefly in the fourth quarter, where all the chips were on the table and LP needed a score, and they drove down the field and had the guts to go for two and got it as well. And they did what they needed to do offensively to try to get that win. And like I said, I know you were pointing out they had several drives of multiple plays, a lot of yardage, a lot of time off the clock. It was an impressive drive after drive, but got to go with the last one. It ended with a Marian Persic 6-yard run and then the Marian Persic 2-point conversion.
Yeah, 10 plays, 72 yards that capped off by the run. The gutsy call to go for two, and they got that. How about the offensive line tonight?
Yeah.
How great were they? The big guys up front, and really opened up the running game for LP, which in turn helps the passing game, and they did a fantastic job. Credit to them.
Time now for our LP Player of the Game. It's brought to you by First State Bank. Locally owned, committed to exceptional service and banking products like Zelle and on-the-go mobile banking. To learn more, contact the winning team at First State Bank. Obviously, you mentioned Easton Moriarty with a great game. Mason Moheiser, most nights you'd have to give Mason the play of the game, or player of the game. Had the big fumble return. Nick Hackenberger was all over Carter all night defensively. You know, we could look at the offensive line as a whole. A great night tonight. But, again, you mentioned Marian Persic, over 300 total yards of offense with 154 rushing, 156 passing. Had 2 touchdowns on the night as well and a 2-point conversion. So, Marian with plenty of honorable mentions tonight with our First State Bank Player of the Game.
Yeah, it's certainly a good choice. I'm sure he would be one to credit the offensive line and his running backs and et cetera, but he is he's a one. Yeah, I don't want to say he's a one-man wrecking crew, but he is a wrecking crew.
Yes,
and he can do it through the air with his arm, and certainly can do it with his legs.
So congratulations to Coach J.J. Raffles and the LP Cavaliers. They, were 1.7 seconds away from knocking off one of the best teams in the state, state-rated Kaneland. Kaneland came in here and beat LP, though, at the last second, 23-21. An instant classic presented by Grazer's Plumbing and Heating. Want to also thank Autocraft Collision Center in LaSalle, Triple Service Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric, Carpet Weavers, Town & Country Services, WeTech Wealth Management, Family Pride Cleaners, Illinois Valley Credit Union, Edward Jones, Derek Brayton, Taylor Services, Subway, Eureka Savings Bank, Beck's Oil, Spring Valley City Bank, Heartland Auto Body, Blackhawk Brokerage, The Locker Room, Gergovich Family Chiropractic, and also I want to thank the Bill Walsh Automotive Group and First State Bank. I urge you to do business with all of our great sponsors, and we got one more left next Friday night at home against O'Fallon. I want to thank Mike Redmond doing a great job engineering back at the studios. I want to thank my partner Derek Brayton. I want to thank you for listening and watching. What a game it was. Again, watch it tomorrow. Maybe just skip the very end. It was Kaneland over LP 23-21. What a game. What a high school football game tonight from beautiful Howard Fellows Stadium. And you can watch it again on our Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. Have a great rest of your weekend.
We hope you enjoyed this program.